Hello, hello, hello. This is HQ in the house today. HQ is here. How are you all doing? And this is the letters. This is the letters to my marriage show. And let me see. And it was the letters to my marriage show, right? And I wanted to do a different thing with the show, right? It's a weird shit I thought of, right? Where I could do a roulette wheel. Okay, regular. Do a regular pop-up wheel. Okay. Bossy friend, where in which you had different people give advice, right? Different people would give advice, or you would take different advice. You take different people to tell you certain things, right? And a lot of people will take information quicker from a stranger sometime, an elder sometime, you know, they'll take it as a tough love thing. And so I wanted to do like a spin a roulette wheel in which there would be different people, different voices that would get to spin the wheel. Or somebody would spin the wheel, and then you would have maybe a bossy girlfriend or something like that. I would give the advice from that perspective, or somebody else could give that advice from that perspective. If you wanted a different perspective, you would send a super chat, like. And I wouldn't be the only one, because normally we have people up here and we have people who want to talk about marriage and talk about what happens in marriages and things like that, right? So it wasn't necessarily just, let me see, it wasn't necessarily just, let me move, fold. Okay, here we go. It wasn't just necessarily me giving the voice, right? This was going to be a voice, and you would be able to spin, and you would get a particular voice. Now, if you wanted me to spin the wheel, right? Okay, it would be the audience wild card. An audience wild card, maybe, or it would be tough love. Would you want it from an elder? Would you want it from whomever, right? So I thought maybe we could do a spin of however a person wanted. We would list all of the people that could give advice, and then we would put those people on the spin board. And in those people, we would give advice from that direction. Like if I wanted to be a bossy friend or a hip hop or a very, very good friend, I would give certain advice when it came to marriage. I would give certain advice. Like on the board. As you can see, I got tough. I got tough love. I got therapist. I got friend. Now you want tough love advice? I would give you tough love advice. Or somebody else would give you tough love advice. Yeah, men tell men, women tell women. Yeah, it doesn't matter. It doesn't mean it doesn't work, right? I give advice all the time. And it just depends on what somebody wants to do. Whether they want to do is spin. Okay, that's better. That's better. It's smaller, right? Okay. It's smaller. So here it is. I would import. I have the regular guy. I have the comedian wild card. Comedian, tough love, elderly, therapist, bossy person. And it would depend on who was on the stage. Who would be up here to give the advice? Okay. You can be open to the other side. So, hey, can you turn your mic up a little bit? Okay. So, this is what I wanted to do, start off with. I wanted to start off with, how did people get married? How did people meet people? How did people get married and meet people online? How do people meet people today? Do you meet people online? Do you go out and date and you get referred? I mean, are you intentionally, single mama 3, that's good. Or do you intentionally, mother of 3, why 3? Single mother of 3. All right. Okay, single mother 3 is on there. So, here's my thing. And if you want a specific word of advice, we'll give it to you in that particular voice. You want therapist advice, we'll give you therapist advice. You want single mother advice, and then if you're going to request something, we're going to do a $2 cash app. $2 cash app. If you want to change the person, you want to change the voice, you want to change the spin, it'll cost you $2. If you want to present your case, it'll cost you $2. So we're just doing the spin thing. But I try to figure out, how is people meeting people these days? And so I went on some websites, right? I was going on some websites to try to find out, did people actually meet online? Are they still trying to date online? Because I know people who have met online and got married offline. And my thing is, why is everybody so afraid of meeting somebody online? This is what I heard when I first got on here about 2 years ago. People are afraid to meet people online. Oh, them dating apps is X, Y, and Z. According to Black America, that's all men want from the beginning anyway, is to sleep with a woman. It's up to you to convince that man to come back for seconds, to come back within a time frame. If he likes you, he'll come back. What are the ages of these people talking? Oh, normal ages, 30s, 40s, 50s. Meeting on dating app, and some are young. Some met when they were young. One person I read about, they met playing Halo, whatever the hell Halo is. When they were kids, they were 17, they were online and they met each other, and they met each other offline. They started dating, and they're together after 13 years. Okay. Two people met 5,000 miles apart, and they got together. They met on Hinge or something. I don't know what that is. Okay. 40, 50, they met on Hinge. So let me read one. Okay. Let me read one. My husband and I met on Plenty of Fish. That's the dating site that I'm on, but I don't go on there, right? I mean, way 2008. Me and my husband met on Plenty of Fish. The year is 2016. Which I was on because someone I was chatting with on another dating site told me he'd gotten his first dates and a match from Plenty of Fish. So I decided to go on Plenty of Fish. Before that, it was a site a friend of mine had met one of her worst dates on. So I hadn't actually used that seriously, that POF. Around that same time, I also read an article that talked about how women had the best luck in online dating when they made the first move. When the woman makes the first move, she has the best results. So when I came across my now husband's profile in 2016, he was there. Oh, wait a minute. he said, so when I came across my now husband's profile there because he popped up as a compatible match to me, and I read his profile and saw that we had a lot in common. I sent him a message. We started dating after chatting online for a little bit. Okay. Mostly because our schedules didn't line up for almost a month. And for our first date, we ended up hanging around at the place where we met for like 4 hours. We talked for about 4 hours and then talked outside our cars for another 30 minutes before we finally left. And the first few dates were just like that. Hours of talking. We got married about 2 years later. And we've been together ever since. It's not a super long time, but we were in our mid to late 30s when we met. It was our first marriage for both of us. So we're about to hit our 40s. We're really happy, and the app was definitely correct about us being super compatible. So my question is this: why is it that people keep saying these dating apps don't work? When I went through a bunch of websites. I went through a whole bunch of websites. And the website said, the websites that told me about marrying online and all that, get a dating online. They said dating online, if you're compatible, 9 times out of 10, you might meet somebody. So why is it that in our community, the black community, people have a problem meeting online, dating online? Okay. What's been covered so much the past 3 years? Hmm? So here we are, trying to find mates, trying to find wives, trying to find husbands, right? I don't know. You tell me, is it working? What you're doing, is it working? I don't know. Only you know whether your result, like Kevin Samuel said, only you know if your results are working. If your results ain't working, then you're doing something wrong, right? So are we doing the right thing? Man, they don't like. Okay? But you gotta put yourself out there and be compatible to some of these things. But we never know. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Our community is not is standing over here. Women stand over here. Men stand over here. Y'all got to do something different. Otherwise, y'all gonna be by yourselves. The next time I jump into the dating pool, I'm jumping into the dating. I'm jumping on the what is the dating sites. I'm jumping on the dating sites. The next time I decide I'm going to get out there and date, I'm going to jump on the dating sites and see what I got. Right now, I got I got that POF. I get calls every day from the POF from my profile that I put up there. So I'm pretty sure that most people can find a date, they can find companionship, they can find something. You just got to be willing to do whatever it takes to put yourself out there. If you have decided that all dating websites are no good, then you won't be on the websites. Plenty of people for other people. Okay. But you got to put yourself out there. Nobody wants to get murked along. Okay? Nobody wants to be out there on the dating sites and not finding somebody. There's plenty of people to find. You just got to do what you got to do. Plenty of things. So, with that being said, I just thought I would mention that we've got to do something different. The divide between black men and black women and whoever, people in general, is getting bigger and bigger. And everybody says, no, the dating sites don't work. X, Y, and Z don't work. X, Y, and Z don't work. Well, what you gonna do? You either want to be alone or you want to die alone by a dog. You know, too young. Some of y'all too young to be out here talking about die alone. Some of y'all too young for that. You got to do something. So you got to put yourself out there in the best available profile that you can. Just got to. Otherwise, you won't meet anybody. I don't know. So, letter number 1. My wife has become distant. Is she cheating? Who knows what your wife doing? I really appreciate some advice. We have been married 10 years now, together for 15, and have 2 kids. I work from home, and my wife is currently a full-time homemaker, though she's thinking about going back to work. We live in the UK, though my wife is from abroad. To add complications to the relationship, I have developed an illness that means prolonged physical activity, standing and walking, makes me lose the ability to walk. Recently, it feels like she has withdrawn herself from the relationship, not being affectionate, not wanting to spend time with me, not wanting to touch me, snapping over the smallest things. Despite my physical problems, I've managed to keep in a good shape for 42 years old. She is also attractive and looks much younger than what she is. To give you an example, she spent the summer back in her home country with the boys, with our children. Naturally, I missed her, and when she came home, I arranged for a bouquet of roses to be delivered to her. She was jet lagged, so I spent the whole week doing all the chores in the evening. Cleaning, putting away the kids to bed so she could catch up on her sleep. 9 days after she came, 9 days after she arrived back home, she still hadn't made the time to spend an evening with me after the kids went to bed, which meant he ain't getting no sex. She done cut him off of the sex. She done cut him off of that. Wow. So, and even then, so even after kids, okay, so even she even snapped at me just because I accidentally sat on some clothing she was folding. This was despite, and she said, why don't you help me more? She said. Despite the fact that I cleaned up, kept the house going all the time she was away with the kids. Okay. And I'm working full time. Hey, Black America. Wait a minute, hold on. Let me get my thing small. Let me see if I can do this. My small thing. What the hell did I have up here?
You hear me, HQ?
Yeah. Now I hear you. Yeah,
Go
I
ahead
hear
and
you
keep
now.
reading.
I hear you now. So she said, why don't you help me more? This was despite the fact that in the previous week I've done all the cleaning full time and left myself unable to walk at one point and waking in the middle of the night crying as the pain had gotten so bad to me. This is one example, and this preceded her trip. It's been going on for months, this cold shoulder, maybe over a year. Every night after the kids go to bed, she'll go straight to her bedroom, straight to the bedroom, leaving me alone downstairs and making excuses if I ask her to do something for me. As our daily lives go on, we share most of the jobs. One night, I'll cook and clean while she does everything else. Okay? I've tried to suggest we get a babysitter so we can go out, though she rejected the idea. She canceled on me a couple times. She hollered at me because I didn't clean the way she wanted. I have a good job, not a mega job, but I have a good job nonetheless. She always pushes me to do more as she gets very anxious. Despite all this, she won't spend time with me, just stays upstairs on her phone or her iPad. Asks as if I have leprosy, if I try casual affection like giving her a hug. Rarely smiles at me anymore and limits conversation to transactional exchanges, such as if she wants me to do something. When I try to discuss the issue, she becomes defensive and dismissive. She'll say in the situations, of course I love you, but then return to the same bullshit ass behavior. She also claims tiredness as a reason not to spend time or have sex with me. Hmm. I've tried telling her how lonely I am. Whoa. I've tried telling her how lonely and depressed I am. Hold on. What she said, but she usually responds by reminding me that I see my friends every Saturday. I've also told her I don't need to spend every night hanging out with my friends. She wasn't always like this. She used to be sweet. Then it just changed. It became less and less the worse my condition has gotten. I've told her that I can't go on like this, but to no avail. A few months ago, woo, I found a pregnancy test despite us not having sex for a few months previous, and that I've had a vasectomy. Oh, wow. Long enough ago for it to be beyond the point of me having a child. She told me she just feel queasy and had been worried. What the hell is going on? I wonder, is she cheating, therefore not needing me for emotional support? Are you crazy? You just said that you can't have kids and your wife is pregnant. What the hell is going on here, Black America? What the hell is going on here?
Yeah, that's remember you might remember me saying that
That's why.
if a man gets sick or loses his job,
Mm-hmm.
we expect a woman to leave us.
Yeah.
We already know this motherfucker sick.
Hi guys. You got an echo.
I know. I'm gonna go back out and come back in.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. He's not totally sick. He's not sick, but he's you know what I'm saying? He just gets to the point where he can't walk. What do you think, uh, Osmos God? What's going on?
What do you think? I got an echo too.
Yeah, somehow.
Wow.
It ain't. Is it me? Do you all hear echo? Glorious love. Do you have an echo out there, or is it them? Anybody hear them? Because I don't hear an echo at all. I can't hear it. I can't hear echo at all. You guys, can you hear an echo outside it? He didn't go talk.
Let me use my other phone.
I I don't hear anything out of the ordinary on my side. So anyway, he done go. Wait a minute. He said he done gone soft on her and losing his frame to be a man in the house. No, something else is going on. She said she wasn't always. She used to be like this. A few months ago, I found a pregnancy test. Despite us not having sex in a few months previous, and that I've had a vasectomy and passed the no sperm test long enough ago for it to be beyond the point of potential reversal. She told me she just felt queasy and sick. What? Our home is in my name and was inherited by me when my mom died.
He's 40. What's her age?
42. I'm assuming she's younger. I'm assuming that she's younger. Okay. Okay. Yep, Osmo said. Okay, I don't hear no echo. Do he has an echo? Do you have an echo for me or just them? If it's an echo on his end, it's his phone. Okay. Cuz I don't hear it. Okay. Our house is in my name and was inherited by me when my mom died, which we took on as it's close to good schools. Okay? Very good schools. Okay? As it's inherited by UK law, it's not automatically in the marital pot. If assets are divided during a divorce, I wonder if she just sees staying with me as something for the kids and knows she's not getting the house if we get a divorce. Therefore, keeps up the pretense. Going nuts here, don't want to go through her phone as if I feel it's just wrong, but don't know what to do. What do you mean you don't know what to do? Sir, you just said the possibility of the child being yours is more than likely not yours. So, can y'all hear Osmos now? Say something, Osmos. Say something, Osmos. That's wild.
I don't know if there's an echo.
Is there an echo out there, Jay? Juanita or Glorious? Hey guys, hey, hey. Is there an echo down out there? You guys put in the chat, yes or no, because I can't. It ain't a serious echo for me. I don't know. I can't tell. Let me make sure I can't audio. I echo canceled it. Can we hear that? Speak some more. Speak some more, Osmos.
Mic check.
He okay? Okay, we good. Okay, you're good. So what he's saying is they haven't slept together in a long while, but she's pregnant. What does he do? And you're a married man, but you're not sure. You're not sure that it's not your child. You're not absolutely sure. What would you do, Osmos?
It's really hard to say because I don't. As a guy, it's like you really don't want to lose the time you spent with a woman, but at the same time,
Mm-hmm.
she a human being. You have to come to terms with it. It's like imagine if it was a situation where you pass away. It's nothing you can do,
Mm-hmm.
and she would have got with somebody after you passed away,
Right.
or vice versa. If she passed away, you
Right.
would eventually try to get with somebody else. But it's happening while you alive, so he a little bit conflicted about it.
Right. Right. I mean, I would definitely marry for a set agreed period, like 2 years or 2 months or 2 weeks or 2 days, then move on to the next chick. Daniel 20:43 is true and active and can't be modified. Oh, okay, okay. You know what she's talking about, Osmos? Juanita Bynum, Mary, Chris. I don't know. No, what I would do, yeah, she don't, yeah, I think that might be a part of it. She may not want to stay married to him. And this has been going on. But see, here's the thing. She went to her hometown. Wait a minute. Listen to that. He said, this all happened. She started acting like this. She started acting like this before she went on the trip to her family's uh to have a family relationship. She went she spent the summer back in her home country with my sons. And when she came back, before she went, but when she came back, she ain't touched him since she came back. And it's been a couple of months. But she's pregnant. So he don't know whether it's his child. The possibility is not, it's very hard that it's not his child, right? Because what he says. He says, a few months ago, I found a pregnancy test despite us not having had sex in a few months prior to this. And he had a vasectomy. Now, what's the chances of him getting her pregnant? He didn't. She knows that she's pregnant. Black America, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. What are you talking about, HQ? There's absolutely 100% that is not his kid.
Right. He is the one. He is the one
That
saying he
this
don't
is
know.
because he's a pussy. Because he's listen, listen. The problem is
Mhm.
us men are savages until a point, right? But then some niggas are scared to go to jail. So yes, they're not going to say anything. This
What
is
you
the type of woman that need her. This is the type of woman. I'm sorry, she need her ass kicked all up and down the goddamn neighborhood.
She don't
I
work.
can't have no. I can't have no kids. I had a vasectomy,
Right.
bitch.
Right.
There is no possibility, and you ain't giving me no cheeks.
Yep.
This is the type of stuff that upsets me because this is the type of shit that I hear men go through all the time. It's
Mm-hmm.
not just oh, she's sick or she hasn't been feeling well. Oh, have some no. They they out here busting it open. I I can't ridiculous. Ridiculous.
Look, the lady, I have
Bring
to
back
admit,
corporal punishment.
she went on a trip. She
HQ.
went on a trip, and she freaking now she treating him like shit. So I gotta go with it. She's cheating. She's cheating, and maybe she ain't told him. I don't know. The pregnancy
She
test
didn't.
is the most damning obvious. The pregnancy test is the most damning obvious evidence. Okay.
Man, like I said, there's no, there's nothing you can do to her, right?
HQ.
Yeah.
There's
Go
nothing
out.
you can do to her. Go ahead, Osmo.
No,
What you think?
I want her to pull up something so she can understand there's a cycle for this. It's called The Naked Truth About Marriage and Divorce in the
Hmm.
21st Century. So we can walk through what we could expect to happen in this situation.
You said what? You said what? What time frame? What time frame?
It's called The Naked Truth About Marriage and Divorce in the
Hmm.
21st Century. It's a
Hmm.
chart so you can see what is expected to go through for the guy, is what I was saying. But he could
Is it
finish.
a chart? Is it a chart for a woman to go through too? I mean, can you look it up and see the chart for the woman? What a woman goes through too?
It's actually both in a sense, but you can reverse it slightly.
Hmm. Hmm. I mean, because I wouldn't. I would only put validity in it if it had both men, what women go through after a certain time, and what men go through after a certain time. I
Well,
just can't. Men's.
well, you just it's not just is where who files for divorce, and this situation is for the man. In this situation, if she's cheating on him, I'm going based off what we saying in this example from the
Hmm.
story. So I
Hmm.
was you look at the chart to see what could be going on, and it's listing a bunch of things that we seen that he going through.
I mean, he said that he hadn't had sex in a while. So, and he had a vasectomy. The minute I saw a pregnancy test, her shit would be on the lawn. Her shit
You
would be on the lawn. The kids would be up in their bedroom.
you
She,
can't it
huh?
no that wouldn't be possible. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's not something that you can immediately do as a guy.
Why?
Now depend we don't know what he's like. Remember, his health is not too good. Him kicking her out was not gonna, like, as a guy you gotta be logical. You could crash out and be angry, you could break stuff in your garage, when she's not there, and then after that you could put it on the table and late at night and have a discussion. But realistically, it's like, what, you don't got no situation where you can literally kick her out. It's gonna spin out of control even worse. I don't know what
Black
rest of you.
America, Black America, Black America. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. I just don't know why you
What are you
keep
talking
saying
about?
we don't have any recourse against women, HQ. There is no recourse. The men
So y'all
can't do
just let her
shit.
stay?
Go
Y'all
ahead. Go ahead. Say what you're saying.
you just let her stay? I'm asking.
No, I'm gonna go to jail. I'm gonna go to jail first, and when I get out, if she's still there, then
Mhm.
it's gonna be some problems. It's gonna be because there. Yeah, I don't give a shit about going to jail for a couple of days. What
Mhm.
what I'm saying is there
Mhm.
is no recourse.
Mhm.
There's no recourse. The men have nothing. You can't kick a bitch out. You know why you kick a woman out? She gonna
Mhm.
call the police. This is what's gonna happen. She gonna
Mhm.
call the police. She's gonna
Mhm.
make you look like a bad guy. She's gonna start a paper trail. Then she's gonna get a temporary restraining order on you, right?
Yeah,
So with that
TPO.
temporary, yeah. So with that temporary, this has happened to me several times. Then she gets that temporary restraining order. Guess what? They're going to say, "Oh, well, you need to move out because you're the aggressor, right? You're a man. You got this. You got that. You can move to another residence, right? So
Right.
now you got to move out of your crib, right? You have to still pay for the crib where the bitch is at. As a
Mm.
man, you still have to do that. You are legally binded to do that, right? It's
Mm.
all negative, HQ, and I don't, y'all
But
women,
then
y'all just
we got a unique situation because this lady right here, she don't work and he pay all the bills. He pay all the bills.
exactly. So, and that's what I keep telling you. Oh, no men paying alimony. This is what I'm telling you, HQ. In a relationship, we take y'all to dinner. We take y'all to lunch. We do this. We do that. We pay the house bills. Women in relationships aren't doing shit. These single, independent, boss chick bitches, yes, they're doing things for themselves until they get a man. That's why they all want men who do what? Make more money than them.
Mm-hmm.
All if that wasn't a problem, women wouldn't be asking for niggas that make more money than them. It's
Mm-hmm.
ridiculous. But go ahead.
No, I'm not saying no. I'm not pushing back on any of that. I mean, you can hear plenty of stories about that. Why is it that? But see, here's the thing. Why is this guy letting her? Why is he being passive with this woman?
Wait a
Osmo.
second here. Hold on. How come you taking a stance here
Hmm.
to try and figure out what the guy's doing wrong? Why are you not? I thought you'll be
Well, no,
defending.
I'm not trying to
Wait,
figure out
no,
what he's doing wrong.
no.
She
You just said why is he being passive? I'm expecting you to.
Yeah. Why is he
I'm,
being passive?
I'm here expecting you to take the side of the woman and be like, maybe she has a reason that she could be
No,
stepping out on him.
I don't know anything. I'm
So
looking at his
so
behavior.
so
Why
let
is
me
he
answer
being?
that. Let me answer that question. Why is he being passive? Because
Yes.
they have two children that are supposedly his, right?
Right.
Let me come on
Supposedly.
screen for this. He
Supposedly.
he
Supposedly.
had because we don't know how long this bitch been cheating, right? We just seen a dude in Chicago. Him and his woman been married for like 9 years. He was supposed to have 3 kids with this broad, and he ended up like pistol whipping her, going upside her head. He could have shot her, right? But
Right.
he ended up pistol whipping, right?
Right. Right.
All three of the kids ain't his, right?
Oof.
So
Yeah.
so he's gonna lose his kids, right? That's why his question was about the property.
Mm-hmm.
He has action that he's definitely going to lose his kids. Then he's going
Right.
to lose his woman. What is one thing that I always say, HQ? Men
Mm-hmm.
want to be vagina adjacent.
Mm.
It is really really hard for it's a hard for a man. And I'm not a bad looking dude. Like, come on, I'm in my 50s. I'm not a bad looking dude. It's hard for men to get pussy. Then it's hard for men to keep pussy.
Mm.
Men want to be vagina adjacent because it's so hard. And then he fucking sick. We, I, I walk 5, 10 miles a day. He talking about he having problems walking at 40.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
must be fat. He has some kind of sickness
No,
or
he has.
illness.
I'm assuming it's like scoliosis. I'm assuming it's something
I don't
where
I don't give a fuck. He needs to get in the incinerator and end it if it's that bad. Because he is not going to have a good outcome. It's like a fat woman that always complains, I won't get any good man. Y'all niggas is doing this and y'all niggas is doing that. You are a bottom of the barrel bitch, so you're going to keep on getting bottom of the barrel results. You're not going to get a man that makes money. You're not going to get a man that's in shape. You're not going to get a man that's handsome. You're going to get a nigga that drives the fucking forklift, and you need to be happy with that man. But
right.
they can't be happy with that. He has too much to lose if he leaves her. He
If he
loses
leaves,
everything when he leaves her.
so what is he supposed to do? Is he supposed to make her crash out? Is he supposed to make her crash out, or what does he do? Osmos, what do you think? What is he supposed to do?
There's nothing that he can do but wait to see the outcome of what she did. Is she cheating behind his back? Is
Ugh.
it been more than one guy? That's all you do. You figure that out from there. Then you make your plan to get up out there. That's all you really can do. And your health is bad. This is a situation where like self-preservation matters. You got to figure out if these kids are yours, take
Yeah.
a DNA test, and
Mm-hmm.
then after that you just assess how much money do you got saved up, how much work can you really get,
Mm-hmm.
and then after that do that. Like, does he have any money, like, or assets? Sell a car. If he got 2 cars, sell that shit
Mm-hmm.
and get your own apartment or a little studio, even a room to rent. Get away from her, cause just that's you got to really do that. It's going to be hard to do that thinking, damn, Donna spent 10, 15 years into this woman.
Yeah.
She getting cracked by a dude that don't take care of her. And it's like,
Mm-hmm.
yo, that's, for that to sink in as a man, it's like, yo, it's wild. It's mad, bruv.
See, here's the thing. She she can do whatever she want to do. I would first thing I would do, I would get proof. I would get proof that she been cheating. I'd get proof. You got to get proof because you can't just walk out. You can't do whatever you want to do unless you got proof of what she's doing. Her pregnancy test is somewhat of proof, but it's not the 100% proof that he. Okay.
HQ,
Yeah.
HQ. Proof means nothing because one thing, this is a no fault country now. So proof is
Yeah.
nothing. It doesn't mean anything. And a woman would have to be on drugs and a knockdown alcoholic for a man to get full custody. Or you have to spend tens of thousands of dollars to get full custody. It's not once again, I got 16 kids. I done been through it, HQ. It's
Mm-hmm.
not what you think. I promise you.
Mm-hmm. Hey Zeus. Hey Zeus. You up here or is your mic working?
Yeah, my mic's working. I'm going through the mountains, but yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay. No, go ahead. I'm asking you. Did you hear the letter or no?
I heard enough of it.
Yeah.
I just want to say this. Thank you for having me on the panel.
Hey.
What's up? Love and respect and support to all my people on the panel, all my people in the chat. No matter what happens, I'm gonna come back tomorrow, and I love you guys all. When I listen to stories, I think we individualize these stories, but there's already been a pattern shown in this story. Excuse me, and I'm gonna speak a little bit for Black America and myself. We work with men groups, and we hear all these crazy stories personally. So these stories aren't new to us. They're frustrating because you're trying to coach somebody through these type of situations,
Right.
and you run into a lot of buts. Well, you got to do this, man. But you run into a lot of that. So let's just go back and say, I think what you're getting to, HQ, and I respectfully, I'm speaking from your voice. He's a traitor if he isn't doing action. He's disrespecting himself. He's disrespecting the game. That's what I feel like you're saying. Why is he being a traitor amongst us?
Yeah.
Doug Christie case.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, Doug Christie.
Whoa, hey, slow down there. Slow down. Say, hey. Doug Christie's wife was a nightmare. She had so much on his plate, he couldn't think about how to be himself. When you go here, call. When you go here, do this. You got to do this. The kids need this. You ain't no kind, and just constantly being on his and I want to say SPG calls it forehead poker. They so intense because they got nonsense going on in the background. As I say, I got stories. It's the girl who makes, he's not mad because she cheated. Mm-hmm. He mad because she did the violation. And we all agree on the violation. The violation is diseases. The violation is babies. This is where poly comes into the part. And poly, you make agreements and you have these conversations. That don't mean you're going to get what you want. But sometimes having those conversations let you hear it out loud, and then you like, holy moly, that's a bad decision. So I'm just saying, Doug Christie, even though he was right, and his ex-wife ended up paying him, I want to say like more than $6 million. His life is destroyed, and that's what this guy's like. If I stay with this, here's what's going to happen. If I blow it up, here's what's going to happen.
Right.
And I
Hold on, can I say something? I don't want to interrupt you, Zeus, but let me say something real quick.
Okay. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Black America.
Hey, and Doug Christie's wife was so bad, HQ. I know you're not a real big sports fanatic, but let me explain to you Doug Christie's wife. That bitch would go everywhere with him, every city, every state, so that he wouldn't cheat. Followed him around. He couldn't get no outside vagina. Every game she was doing that. And she had a baby by fucking Chris Webber. Right. She had an outside baby. This is context. This is why she had to give him that money back. because she had an outside baby. All right, go ahead, Zeus.
Wait a minute, she had a wife. Wait a minute, she had a baby. Wait a minute, she had that baby before they got married, right? And then she got
No, she
pregnant,
had a kid. She had.
right?
Yeah.
So the one
No,
she
she
had,
didn't have a she didn't have that baby by Chris Webber. She had that baby by Chris Webber when
she
they
was
were married.
in a relationship with. She was in a relationship with Doug Christie, but she slept with Chris,
Married, not a
right?
relationship. They was married.
Wow, wow. I thought
So I just learned something. Black America, I appreciate you throwing in that part. So let me
wow,
put pieces of the puzzle together. When she was traveling, she was like, "Well, I don't trust you. I'm going to travel to where." She was making excuses because she
right.
was banging his roommate, his teammate.
Mm,
So she was playing him, playing the situation, and making him, so he's thinking he's crazy. He's thinking he's not loyal, and his best friend is banging out his wife.
mm,
So my point in the situation I'm saying is
crazy.
this guy is replaying, well, all these, when she was mad at me for this, was she really mad at me? Or
Right.
was that her excuse? When this happened, was this real? And I call this the tea party. When girls are little, they play this game called tea party. And they learn to talk to objects and they create scenarios at this tea party.
Mm-hmm.
That's what happens when they're adults. They create a drama that's not there. And
Mm.
that guy is replaying all that in his mind.
Mm.
Because he's doubting everything. He's like, well, when she was saying I was the best, was I the best? When she's
Right.
saying I wasn't enough, was I enough? He's playing all that back in his head. That's why he's paralyzed.
This particular person, him, she hasn't had sex in all these months with him. It's obvious that she's pregnant by somebody else. I'm asking, what should he do? You all are the men, and Osmo said he can't just leave. What do you say to her? Black America say he'd crash out. So what do you
Of
say?
course he gonna say that. Of course, what did you expect Black America to say? Stop it. Because he has to give us a baseline. And let me stop something real. I appreciate you taking time to listen to Kevin Samuels. I know you've been doing that, and I think you've been doing an excellent job of at least just taking the time and listening. So we as men appreciate that. You're not just giving an opinion; you're taking time to kind of go through it.
Yes,
That's true.
I think what's happening with this guy,
mm-hmm.
the rule is called I think it's called the 90-day no contact rule. Whenever you have somebody cheat on you and you're gonna leave,
Mm-hmm.
you need 90 days of no contact. Because they're gonna talk all they magic, they're gonna do everything, they're gonna make all the excuses. And in this format, they tell you everything they're gonna say. They tell you everything they're gonna do.
Okay.
And if you don't have somebody coach you through that, you
Mm-hmm.
get caught up.
Wow. They revert back to the behavior they had before you found out that they were cheating. Like they go back to kissing you, loving you. Oh, it's called love bombing. So love.
Yes.
No. So for men, let me explain to you from the man side what Zeus is saying. For us, HQ, we love you so much that if you fuck up and come home and suck me off, I'm going to forget you. You come home, I come home, and you let me hit the back door, I'm going to forget you. Men are forgiving. Men are very forgiving, right?
Right.
And the problem with that is when you guys do things like that, that just sets us up for another cycle of abuse. Because HQ, whether you like it or not,
Mm.
like Zeus said, me and him, we talk to abused men. We hear the stories that are harmful and hurtful. And we have to try to help these men figure out what is the next best way to go. Besides, like niggas crying every day in their car. HQ is so hurtful. It is so hurtful to talk to a man and he's sitting there bawling and you can't really wrap your arms around. I don't do the wrap your arm around them technique. Mine's is a tough love. Hey, let's go to the gym. Let's go for a walk. We need to get back on our feet. We got to do something because there is no replacing you, HQ. There's no, there's, I've seen my dad cry twice in his life. My brother got killed and when his appendix burst. It's the only time I ever seen my dad cry. You see what I mean? There's no replacing our kids. We love our kids with our whole entire hearts. And we love you the same way as women. There is no replace. That's why when you have a man whose wife died, he dies usually within 18 months. It's usually within 18 months. The woman will live on for years and years. Men usually die within 18 months after their wife passes away because there is no life without our counterpart. But go ahead, Zeus.
No. I appreciate what you're giving, and I appreciate just the conversation and growth that I have been able to develop. Well, in my mind, I've developed with Black America. Right. Because I think there's room for everybody's voice. And to me, there's toolkits that men don't have. And we only going to get them through these tough conversations from us learning. And excuse me, what Black America is also saying goes back to the movie Fences. Mm-hmm. The way we going to communicate is to get the results. We not always communicate in the way society should say, or females to say we should communicate. I didn't know something, and I'll admit it. Whenever I meet guys and we get into it, like I play sports and we get into it, we clash heads. Mm-hmm. We become best friends, but we got to have that conflict first. Right. I never knew that. I just walked through that conflict, right? But when Black America put it into perspective, he was like, that's how men communicate. I was like, that makes sense. Because I've had a lot of those. Right. But my females around me, my mothers, my aunt, my grandmothers, would have never been able to explain that to me. That's almost like a rite of passage.
Right.
With that said, I'm in. So I'm just connecting the dots to the movie Fences, you know, how he's trying to keep that connection. And it's not always easy to keep that connection. With that said, I'm in.
I'm going to spin the wheel. Black America, no, it's Zeus. No, we can't do that. I ain't finna do that to you.
You fit both descriptions.
The audience wild card. When I spin it, the audience wild card. The audience gets to choose what voice they want to hear from. I want to hear from Zeus. This is the next letter I'm finna read. And if anybody want to hear a certain voice or anything else, they got to send a $2 super chat. Otherwise, we'll just do this. We'll just do the next person that comes up on the spin, and the next person that comes up on the spin, an elderly male. So this is our next letter. This is wild. Happily married, but want to experience other women. I just turned 50. I've been married for almost 30 years to the most amazing, beautiful, and sexy woman. She is my soulmate, my friend, the love of my life, and everything in between. We have a perfectly fairy tale marriage, loving, passionate, never had any problems. We have a vibrant and good sex life. Not absolutely perfect. We have sex every other day, different positions, BJs, the whole nine, right? She's the only woman I ever been with. I never dated or kissed another woman. Never saw another woman naked except her. Despite all this happiness to the woman I truly love and cherish, my whole life I carry that resentment that life cheated me out of the excitement of exploring sexual intimacy with other women. This did not happen because I was religious or had some sort of moral thing to wait for the one. It just did not happen for me that I would be with another woman before my wife. As I got older, this feeling only grew stronger. I think sometimes what it feels like to touch sexually another woman. I know this may not be right, and I am venting. This feeling is compounded by three things. First, I never experienced any other woman. Second, there are certain things my wife does not do sexually. And third, my wife had romantic and sexual exploration before we got married. So she has experience, but I don't. I want to emphasize a couple points. First and foremost, I would never cheat on my wife in any way, shape, or form. Whatever might be suggested will need to be her uncoerced consent. There's no chance she would go with a threesome or any group sex. Do I need to accept the life as it is? This is a man asking for advice from men. He wants to experience another woman. Osmos?
I like it. I like it a lot.
I want to say he
What?
should quit. He should quit while he ahead because all he's gonna do is open a gateway to Pandora's box into hedonism. Because he already got lucky in a sense where he ain't had to beat your meat for like a year or 2 years. You always had a woman you were married to, and now you want to just go down that rabbit hole and try something else, and then you might just get addicted to trying something different every week or every month or going behind her back. You made it 30 years not having a need to have access, and not like these men that don't. She just stopped putting out like the last dude. So now you're gonna try and go down there, but she like gonna let you do it. That's cool and all, but you just don't know what's gonna happen to you. It's like getting somebody on weed. Some people elevate and graduate once they start down that smoking stuff. It be too much for them to handle. And then he said, "What? Oh yeah, on top of that, she knows what you like because she know how your body is. Now, if you go and deal with somebody, let's say he 50, he could go try 40 or 30, whatever it is, and he may not be able to perform like because he already used to what he used to, and she may not do what he thinks she could do. So it's like you go into a lot of unknowns, yeah, but then after that, you're gonna keep wanting to try till you get something that you like. That's that it may spiral into that. And then she may want to say, okay, you did that. Now I want to get something too. And then it's like, what? You gonna be okay with that too?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, Osmos. Black America. What do you say? Or you ain't here? Are you there, Black America?
No, I'm just trying to come off mute.
Oh, okay.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yes. So I was a bellman at at a hotel, a VIP bellman for 15 years. Okay.
Right.
I had a lot of great experiences. I had a lot of great experiences, but one of the cutest couples I ever had was a man. He was about 87. It was his birthday. And his wife, two old little shriveled, tuned up people, right? First thing he says when he gets out the car is, I came to Vegas to have a, right? I guess his wife didn't take it in the ass, right? And he said, honey, you said I could get a girl and do this for my birthday this weekend. She said, you goddamn right. I sure did. And they, right hand the guy, they was the cutest, sweetest little couple, but he hadn't had no ass. And his wife said, you know what? I don't do that. So we're going to go to Vegas and get you a girl so you can do that. That is a woman being down on your team. If his wife can't be on his team with this, It's going to be something that he's going to always want to do, and he's going to start resenting his wife. He's going to start, where they say, don't cut off your nose to spite your face. He's going to start doing things that wants to cut his nose off. So, hey, either put a porn on,
Mm-hmm.
either put a porn on in the living room, let your wife come home while you're watching it, and say, we need to try this shit. I want to do everything. Get some whipped cream, bananas, cucumbers, whatever you need to do.
Mm-hmm.
Baby oil, diddy that bitch up. Slip her a roofie. I
Damn.
need to do these things so that I can be happy. And I'll just let somebody else handle it.
Zeus.
Oh, what's the question? They ain't nothing to say behind those two.
they,
They ain't nothing.
they too opposite. They too opposite. I want to know where you fall.
Oh, I'm a freak to the core. I'm a freak to the core, and I'm big on having conversations.
But what about what Osmo said? He said once you go down that road, it might be hard to come back. And you got everything most people have been looking for, and they take a hard time, it takes a hard time to get that. And he has everything to lose. He has everything to lose.
Right. See, what he's saying is what he wants to say in the to make the story sound good. He's embellishing the story to make it sound good. To me, this is me coming from a poly background. Having those conversations, you start rooting what you really want. Like Black America gave a great story because the story had a detailed what the mission was. A lot of times you don't want your partner to cheat because your partner is your resource. Your partner is a piece of the puzzle. So if they're a piece of the puzzle, you don't want that puzzle to go somewhere else because now you got to get another puzzle piece. That's why I say, when I get a side chick, when I get a playmate or a sneaky link, whatever you cool kids call it, that person is not my main partner. It's not my anchor partner. It's playtime. That's it. They not girlfriend. They not anything. They playtime. And you have to keep them in that perspective. That's what was great about Black America's story. We're going to kill people out here. The story is the guy had one mission. I'm coming to get anal. He didn't say, hey, I'm 90. I got to do 10 things. No, that means he's low.
Yeah, but you disappear, Zeus. Osmos,
Yeah.
you seem to be outnumbered here. They say go for it. What do you say about that? Go for it. You say no, no, no. I'm of the same mind as you. The man said, we not having no problems in the sex department. But he said there's things his wife won't do. I don't know what that is and what that means.
Well, look, my thing is, look, his wife won't do it. Like I say,
I bet you she'll do them for me. I bet you she'll do them for me.
the
You see
the
what I
thing,
mean? It's just like that woman that'll go out and have sex on the first date with me and won't get osmos none for 90 days. It's
yeah,
wrong. Fuck her.
that's happened before. So it's like, but I'm saying for him, it's like if you got a list, we know the men's list for him is like 8 out of 10. She basically got 8 out of 10. So now you want to have like another one to make it 9 because that one thing is that she don't do those things. So it's like if you're not satisfied with 8 out of 10 things, she hasn't been a wife, you gotta have kids, and she ain't been like committed. Like I just really can't be like, damn, now I just gotta go try something else. Who knows what he gonna do? Hopefully, if he want to go down that road, he don't get nothing. He don't catch anything, and it's just like he's safe. It's a possibility that could go wrong.
I mean, to me, you are uh to me you are inviting something else into your relationship. You're inviting more headache into your relationship simply because he said that the sex was good. She ain't telling them not to have no sex. She's a beautiful woman. She's all that in a bag of chips. She's all that, according to him, she all that in a bag of chips. Why you gonna mess that up?
Maybe
And you
she's a
got
trap.
that.
She want to see if she gonna do that, so she can hit him with a divorce.
Mm. We ain't got her point of view. This is all him. There ain't nothing to be said. He has put this on paper. He is the one who put this on paper and said, I haven't had sex with anybody but my wife.
HQ, I'm back.
I want to, okay, thank you, Zeus. I want to experience other women. I want to experience other things, X, Y, and Z. But I have a 100% perfect marriage, 95% perfect marriage. Ain't nothing wrong. I get in any sex I want to. I get BJs when I want to. So what is he? What is this? No. Here's the question. Seeing as how all men cheat, according to a lot of people, a lot of men like to cheat, or most men think about cheating or want to cheat or have cheated. So it's him that has the problem. So you're not the one that's content in the family, in the relationship.
Hold on, because I see what you're doing. I see you, baby
What do
girl.
you mean?
I
You
see
see
you.
what I'm doing?
I see what you're doing. I'll hold it.
Man, I didn't
Pause
do
it
Hey,
right there.
Mr. Ty, how you doing?
I didn't do jack shit. I'm just
Okay,
going
hold on
by what
How
y'all
y'all
hold on a
doing?
second. Hold on a second. You're right. That's why I love Polly, because it starts with a conversation.
Mhm.
He needs to know where he's trying to go. And I'm just going to say he, she, because we have
What?
had, hold on a second. I'm going to explain why. It doesn't matter if it's a male writing this or a female writing this, because we've had this scenario where it's been women in videos.
Right.
So they both have the same thing.
Right.
What are you trying to get out of it if everything's over 70%? And you're saying it's 90%, you're hitting goals.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this is where I'm trying to go with it. There may be fetishes, there may be dark things that they want to do that they have never talked about. That's why intimacy coach is good, because they can go the poly route, they can go this route. But what they can also do is they can back up and they can start fresh and start dating and courting and playing those type of games as well.
Right.
That may ignite new things for them. Now, something else you said, men cheat, right? That's what
No,
you that's what
I didn't say that.
no, but that's where you were going. That didn't come out your mouth? That didn't come out your mouth?
No, I didn't come out my mouth. Calm down. No. You men on these panels say Black America, men are not meant to be faithful. Men can't be faithful. We always had an urge. I'm
So he
just
said
going by what you all said.
he
Okay,
said he
okay,
don't
that's
want to cheat. He said that he don't want to cheat, so she giving him a pass, sort of.
HQ always trying to make men look bad. How
no,
y'all
no, no,
doing
no, no,
tonight?
no, no. Hold on a second.
Don't
Hold on
make
a second.
men look bad.
Hold on a second. Top Pro, you know I love you. Top Pro, you know I love you.
It's good.
All right, so here's what I got to say. Let's say men cheat. Let's say that. If men cheat, who they cheating with?
Yeah, but in these
So they ain't cheating alone.
but we talking about in marriages.
No, that's what I ask you.
We talking
If
about marriage.
if men are cheating, who are they cheating with? That's all I asked you. I didn't ask you to reframe the question. Women, right?
Yeah, but the
So
women
they
are
not
women.
in it alone. They not in it alone.
Yeah, but the men are cheating out of the marriage. We're talking about men that are married. This is marriage. That's the difference.
Yeah,
Men,
I think you putting mayonnaise on a sandwich, and I'm only putting meat on the table.
I don't know. That's neither here nor there. This person is married 30 years.
No, I got that. But what I'm saying, my point that I'm trying to, I'm rather than us give opinion. What I'm saying is, let's back up. Me, I'm not speaking for anybody else. I'm gonna back up because we've had women that's been in this same scenario, and it's almost like they were hell bent on messing things that was good up.
Yeah, but I'm trying to stick with the men because that's all I got is to get the.
I know. What I'm saying is the golden rule is the same for both parties. They need to have a conversation first before he starts flying off the handle, because him going out there and not figuring out what he wants is kind of what Osmos was talking about. Is, well, I want weed, but you got cocaine too? Wait a minute, you got heroin? Wait, why don't we just put them all together? A recipe for disaster, in other words.
So you think after 30 years of marriage that you're supposed to have a conversation like that? Or, I mean, I don't understand how that conversation would go.
Right. That's why you have an
Okay.
intimacy coach. That's why you have an intimacy coach.
HQ. What if you go over there? He want a Filipino or a big booty Latino, or he into Japanese woman. He just go crazy with it, and she just wanted him to go get a little black woman like his age or something like
And
that.
then like you said, he opens up the door. He opens up the door for other things. Don't you think you would open up the door for the wrong things? Who knows how you gonna react if he goes outside this marriage and does what he wants to do? Who knows how he's going to act? My whole thing is, what do I do as the wife? What would I do as the wife? What would you do as the wife? We happy, we doing our thing. I'm giving you the BJs, I'm doing all this good stuff. And all of a sudden you come to me and say, hey, I want to have experience with other people. What do you
would you
expect?
do, HQ?
Huh?
What would you
Why
say?
don't you and Ty Pro role play it? Why don't you and Ty Pro role
Oh,
play
you
it?
don't need to role
Oh
play.
yeah.
I'd just be exiting. I'd be exiting the scene. You ain't even got to.
You
We ain't even got to
it's
role play.
just a no go.
It's a no go.
I came in kind of late.
I'm having good sex with you. We having good sex. We doing our thing. Apparently, you ain't having good sex. Apparently, you're not happy. So I'm releasing you out into the wild for you to get happy. I'm not gonna hold you back.
HQ,
I'm
can
not
you and
holding
I role
nobody
play?
back.
Can you
Mhm.
and I role play?
Go ahead. Go
No, I
ahead.
don't want to release any of your inner demons. I'm gonna pass on that.
No. I just know myself. I already know myself. I know I'm gonna get. I know I'm gonna get paranoid. I know I'm gonna get extremely angry. I know I'm gonna get out there and I'm gonna hit the streets my own self. I know this about me. So
I
and
love that
that's
about you. You
that's
know,
so
and
because
hold on 1 second.
I just know that about me.
You know why I love you, HQ? Because
You.
what? Did you
I'm
say
telling,
F me?
no, I'm saying I'm just telling you.
No, what? Okay, I love you for that because I think that's another thing that you align with Kevin Samuels.
Mm,
You have a stance on a certain topic. You don't waver from that stance. You hold the baseline on that stance, but you also say, I'm not going to put myself in that position.
mm.
You see what I'm saying? And a lot of people, they keep moving the goalposts in conversations,
Mhm.
and then you never know where their stance is. So even if I agree with you or I disagree with you, I have to appreciate that you have a stance on that and that you're very comfortable, but you also know the backlash you would fall into emotionally. I mean, that's very mature. With that
Yeah,
said, I'm in.
I know. I mean, I understand it's not
Whoa,
a
whoa, why do you have to comment on that? Why can't you
no,
just say
I'm just
thank you? Let
saying.
it breathe. Let it breathe. Let it
Thank you.
breathe.
Thank you. But I have a comment though. Thank you. But I'm saying I know it's not a mature way to handle that. I recognize that it's not. But I also recognize that I am a human being, a weak human being when I'm confronted with that kind of betrayal. And that's all I got to say. Ty Pro. Ty.
yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I get it. And
You're
then,
you're just one of those women that's like, that's my meat, and it can't get put in nobody else at all. And I get that. Not all women are like that though. Some women are a little more open minded.
right.
So
But
yeah, so
30 years, wait a minute, hold on. Let's just stop right here and let's think. What would you say if your woman came to you and said that very same thing? We've been together all this time. I only experienced you. Can we try some other stuff? How would you feel?
okay,
Didn't I say role play that? Didn't I say role play that? Anyway.
so my
How would you
my
feel?
my stance on men having multiple women and women having multiple men in a relationship is that you call a man a cup. There's no word for that for women. I think that it's just different. It's a double standard. You might
Mhm.
not agree with that, but I do think that that's a double standard.
Yeah, but the feelings are the same. Feelings are the
But a
same.
lot of times, women don't want to just get smashed by other dudes. It's
True,
more of a
true.
that's more of a man thing to want to kind of dibble and dab. But I do know people my age that are in open relationships. They go to swinger parties and stuff. So like Zeus was saying, Zeus said it perfectly. Communication. You should, if maybe this is something new he's experiencing in his
Right.
age, but you should pretty much have your whole freak levels figured out before y'all get married or really early in the marriage.
So
Like
why is it that y'all? Why is it that we have a problem with men finding out? Why is it that women can't find their freak level either?
we
Why they?
should have that communication to figure out our freak level together. I'm very good with being open and making sure my partners are open enough to express what they like, even if it's something I'm not into. Like having that conversation is
Mhm,
healthy. So
mhm.
that's just something that should be done early on. Now, if you married for 30 years, I can imagine
Right.
in those 30 years, you might want new things on the table. And it's
Right.
just about the communication. I don't think that, it should be the man say, yeah, I want to, try some different women or whatever the case was. I don't think you should just pack up and leave because he expressed that. I
Mhm.
think, y'all, just like with anything else in marriage, work it out and find some compromises.
Mm.
I got
She might be
stories.
a voyeur. She might a voyeur. So she might just be like, you know what? You can, but I want to watch. I want to
Yeah,
be
I was
like
gonna
Diddy
say
in the corner.
voyeur is the opposite.
Yeah.
You said what?
Voyeurism, like people like to watch. Like I would love to watch my girl with another girl. Like I'll be sitting there chilling, eating popcorn. Like
Mm.
that's just, you know what I'm saying?
He said this dude said there's things that my wife. There's things that my didn't he say my thing? There's things my wife, whatever might be suggested, will need her uncoerced consent. Whatever might be suggested, whatever
Did,
he might suggest.
did he? I came in late. Did he specifically say what it was he was trying to get into?
No, he didn't say any. He
He
said
just said he ready to get freaky.
there is no chance she would go with a threesome or any group sex. But he did say whatever might be suggested will need her uncoerced consent. I don't
Well,
know what he's talking about, but
I heard Black America say an excellent suggestion. Throw a flick on, watch some flicks and see what y'all might want to try. That's something
mm,
that you should do.
yeah,
That's good. Like, that's a good at the crib date night. Like,
right.
not Netflix and chill. We're going to throw the hub on and chill. Like,
And that
just
should
watch
be
some.
done early. I say it should be done early in your
It
marriage.
continuously, too, though, especially
Right,
being with somebody for 10, 20, 30 years.
right.
That should be, what I'm saying, definitely trying to fill it out. See, because I'm sure, you get a little older, he might be into some wild, wild shit. She got to write a NDA. She got to sign an NDA to do what
So,
he talking about.
so
Right.
I think she know, like, I guess her bare minimum requirements,
Mm-hmm.
because she said that she got folded or cracked prior to being with him. So probably everything that could have been done to her was done to her. So
Right,
she probably not compelled like that. So she'll just fine with him and kept it. However, she kept it throughout the marriage. She got out her system, but he
right,
never did nothing like that.
right,
And
right.
then and what's surprising is that the reason why you were saying something earlier about why don't the women know what their like interests is like or what they need to do to like get themselves off. A lot of them
Mm-hmm.
they don't watch anything or like
Right,
even masturbate. They be like, why would I need to do that? I can just get with a guy and he can do the
right,
job. So
right,
it never be like a thing to them to even want to do that. To like,
right.
I was, I was shocked. I'm surprised. Maybe it's y'all have a different take, but yeah, I've talked to plenty of girls. They're like, why would I need to do that?
Yeah,
I
I mean, you
haven't.
need to learn all of you need. I'm not. I'm just saying, how can you give pleasure to somebody else and you don't even know how to pleasure yourself, or how can somebody give you pleasure and you don't even know what pleasures
I
you?
don't.
You don't even know what you like. I don't understand that. That's
That
just
sounds like we need a video short on that. I think you need to do a video on that.
A video short.
I
Shut up. I almost
don't
did
think
that. I
I
was thinking about that OnlyFans thing. Well, let's stop. But let's stop.
yeah, HQ, go ahead and drop that.
No,
I don't think I've
I'm
met too
saying
many women who don't touch on themselves. Like most of these chicks, they be little perverts. They got all type of gigawatts and
You see,
gyrators and
y'all thinking at a modern time. I know that in this current day with the internet, but if we go like
yeah.
20 years ago, it
right,
wasn't
Yeah,
a thing.
okay.
Then there's a lot of girls that never really like was interested or thinking about doing that. They was found like the basic stuff. It
right,
done accelerated now.
right.
So I see
Yeah.
somebody commented saying they use toys. No, those wasn't available. People didn't really look at the
All right,
sex shops or
all
the
right.
X-rated movie stores.
I'm gonna tell you why you're wrong, okay? Because I don't know how old. What's your age range? What's your age range, Osmo?
I'm 30.
Oh, okay.
Okay, yeah, you younger
Oh
than my
yeah,
damn me and
you
HQ kids.
I know that. That's
younger
what
So
I'm
than me,
so
telling you.
bro.
So that's why I
so
know.
so 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 let me explain something to you. When I was in high school, black girls didn't even get head, right? They didn't even suck dick,
Right.
right? If when me and HQ was in school, if it was a black girl and she was sucking dick, she was a hoe, and
Mm,
everybody would say that this bitch was a hoe. Like they
mm.
had put it on the blackboard. So and so suck dick. She a hoe.
Yeah.
They would shame a bitch for sucking dick. I
Mm,
played
mm,
sports. I played sports like Zeus, right? You couldn't even get no pussy from a black girl, but if you go up to Utah to
mm,
play, oh,
mm,
they wouldn't give you no pussy, but they'll give you some ass. You can stick it right in there. Whenever we had a game in Utah, them niggas was happy to go up there. You know why? Because them white girls was opening that mouth up and they opened them ass cheeks right on up.
right.
Now they'll keep that virgin whole virgin, but
Right.
that back door, it was free willy in that back door, bro. So
Mm,
just to
mm,
let you know, yes, it, people been getting freaky. People been getting freaky. It's just the amount of freakiness that some cultures, unfortunately, our
mhm.
culture, especially high Christian, HQ didn't go to school with men until she was in college. Like that motherfucker didn't know nothing. She
Right.
didn't know shit. Like,
Right.
so it's a certain amount of, Catholic school and Christian upbringing. It
Mhm.
fucks our people up. But you have people in other countries, them girls is walking around with their titties out all day
Mm,
because it's natural.
mhm,
So
mhm.
another little perspective. But y'all go ahead.
Yeah. So I'm saying to you, this guy, it's not gonna end well. Specifically, if his not wife is not open to trying some new thing. Hey, we can go to a sex club. Let's go to a sex club. Let's do it in front of other people. Let's do something like that. I do
No,
that too.
no. So that doesn't work. So what he needs
I'm
to do
saying the
is,
guy, we don't know what he want to do. I'm saying we don't know what he want to do. Maybe that'll ease her into
but
group
that, but
stuff.
that won't. He don't really want to do group stuff. He just want to do freaky shit. He wants to get the peanut butter over there and suck it off of him. He
Mm,
wants to do, hey, I'm gonna come in the room with this little G string on with the elephant trunk, and I'm gonna put some hot dog on my like ketchup on my like I used to run like a strip club, for men, and I had a bar. So yes, it's certain, and the women get spun up over certain shit, and he
mm,
needs to he needs to kind of push her a little bit, and if she don't want to do it, he needs to be honest with her and tell her, hey, like, listen, I know we've been together. You my boo, ain't nothing gonna change, but I need some cheeks. I watched the porno flick. I need some of them kind of cheeks. Can you do that for me?
mm,
Just like I went and bought you this house, just like I went and bought you this car, just like I'll go and bleed for you every day for the last 30 years. I need some pussy like this. You don't swallow. I want to feel what that feels like.
mm.
It's nothing wrong with it.
No, it's nothing wrong with the honest conversation. There's nothing wrong with that. It may come out of the blue. Make sure that you say she got a safe. She can say whatever she feels like saying, however comfortable she is. But then again, You got to be with you. One thing he got to be willing to do, you got to be willing to lose her over this. If you're willing to lose her, that is the worst outcome that can happen. The worst outcome that can happen is that she walks
Listen,
away.
HQ.
So you got
Listen,
to be
HQ.
willing to do it.
I am willing to lose any woman over a woman that swallows. And
Mm.
like me and Ty Pro said,
Hallelujah.
if it's a woman that
Hallelujah.
swallow
Yo,
versus
yo.
Oprah Winfrey, I am taking that poor gutter ghetto bitch over Oprah Winfrey because she swallows. I'm sorry.
That's
It's
what.
nothing you
Yeah.
once. It's like something you can't unsee. It's no,
Yeah,
you can't
Hey,
have it that
you
way.
right.
anybody else want to push back on that?
No, I can't. I had one that like that 3 days ago, so I can't disagree.
Ty, where
Yeah,
you
I
at?
mean that's a big right here. Can you hear me? I know
Yeah, we can hear you.
my
We can hear
service
you.
messing up.
We can hear you.
Yeah, that's a big part of any relationship. That fellatio gotta be I to be amazing. It can't even get boring. You gotta switch it up. It got that's a major part of any relationship.
Yeah, but the wife, according to him, the wife is doing all that she's supposed to be doing.
Well, it's something
No,
that
he
so
said they're having sex. He said she doesn't do everything for him.
Let me see.
and that's the stuff that they gotta do. The stuff that
He
trying
said, he
to get her
said,
to do, but you know, just
we
have
have
some.
sex every other day. We have sex every other day. We use different positions. She gives me a BJ or HJ. I don't know what an HJ means. Anytime I want.
That's
That's
a
what.
hand job. That's a hand job.
Oh, okay. I ain't got. Okay.
That's a hand job.
They
But
gotta.
HQ, like I told you, it's trash head out there, HQ. You
Wow.
never hear a woman who gives good ass head ever complaining about a bill being paid or a nigga ain't doing this and a nigga ain't doing that. Because there's plenty of niggas that's circling like vultures
Mm-hmm.
just to get some top.
Mm-hmm.
I promise you.
Okay. Okay. So she gonna have. So you saying she gotta come over to the dark side, or that relationship is gonna be over? She got to come over there. Otherwise, it's gonna be over. Cause he writing letters. He's saying, I need X, Y, and Z. I don't care what you think. So I say,
Yeah, they gotta have
brother,
that conversation.
yeah, have that conversation.
Have that conversation. Get some sex toys. Get some sex games, like the little
Mm-hmm,
freaky dice, freaky card games, and explore each other. Mentality of what they. You know what I'm saying? Like
mm-hmm,
everybody freaks for real. The most proved people are really repressed freaks, and they just ain't had the right person in their life to unleash it. They don't even know how freaky they is. But
mm-hmm,
everybody was super freaks. Mankind has been freaky as fuck forever. It ain't even when we look back to the 50s and all of that
mm-hmm,
stuff was on TV. Mankind been having sex parties and freak fest forever
mm-hmm, mm-hmm. See,
since we was spears.
here's the thing. If he got to be willing to lose the lady. That's all I'm saying. He's got to be willing to lose her because of what he wants. Is it more important to run up against that wall than to do what he got to do? Is it more important for that?
You think she would leave because if it ain't involving nobody else, but he's telling her it's either you get freakier or you gotta
Mm-hmm.
allow me to go get a freak on the weekend. You think that she should walk away from that? Like you
I'm
don't
not
think it's
saying she would. I'm not saying that she would or she could. I'm saying you. I'm saying he said everything is fine. I know I'm putting out. I know I'm doing the hand jobs. I know I'm doing the blow job. I'm keeping myself fit, feminine, and friendly. And then you come to me and you say, I need to do something else. Okay, what do you need to do, dear? Well, I need to experience other women, X, Y, and Z. Or I need us to do some freaky shit, like go to some sex bars. I need you to dress up. I need to whip some chain. Okay, we can try some of that. But if it involves other people, I'm not with it. So I'm willing to meet you on all this other stuff, but I'm not willing to introduce another human being into our relationship dynamic. What does
I
he do?
think, I mean, I think that's fair. I think if she's willing to be perform, I think that that's a fair time.
Oh, we didn't hear a thing you said, sir. We didn't
Oh,
hear a
I
thing you said.
said she.
And then you went right back out again.
What he was saying was that was fair. That's a fair assessment. If she's willing to do those things, then we go with that. If not, then that relationship could possibly be over. And for us men, I'm sorry, HQ, it is men are risky. We that's why our car insurance is higher. We do risky shit. Our car insurance is higher. We drive motorcycles and we drive speedboats and sports cars and all of that. We do risky shit. A man will risk.
Okay. Okay. So we got to be willing to crash. You got to be willing to crash, and I'm all for it. Just I'm not gonna have any anger towards it. Let me know what you want to do. Let me know how far we can go. How far you want to go. I need to know the most outrageous thing that you want to try, and then you got to give me the opportunity. You got to give me the opportunity to say yes or no. You can't just go out and do it and then expect me to be okay with it. You got to tell me. Okay, well, I want to have threesomes.
I want you to hold her down, HQ. That's what I want.
No,
What?
no, nobody is saying have threesomes.
You say what?
Nobody's saying.
I said, HQ. I said, I want you to hold her down.
You want to, yeah, what? Whoa. We can't be doing none of that now. We can't be doing nothing that just doesn't feel right. I'm saying within reason. Whatever you're talking about within reason, I'm willing to try. I'm willing to try. If my husband came to me and he said, "Hey, I want to go to some sex clubs. I want to watch some people have sex. I want us to have sex in front of other people. I want to try some other weird shit. Anything out of the ordinary like that." Okay, I'm down with it. This is what we gonna do, right? And I'll be planning some shit. But the
Okay,
minute
so
you want to introduce some female or male,
so I'm gonna tell you something. So when I worked at the hotel, it used to be a lot of women that come, right?
right?
So a woman, she was Ethiopian, and she says, "I want you," right? And I thought she was needing me to come to her room for something.
Right.
And she says, "I want you in the mother and father room." And she was saying, "I want to have sex with you." That was her. And I say, "The mother father way, like what is that?" And she's, like missionary sex. You
Oh
got a
yeah.
lot of women
Right.
that's just lame fucks. HQ, like, no, bitch. If we gonna do this, I need to get my sweat equity out of it. Like,
Right.
if I'm going, we gonna be picking you up. I'm gonna be smacking your ass, bending you over. It's gonna be all type of shit going on. Your hair gonna get pulled. You gonna get choked. It's gonna be all type of shit. I don't do none of this crazy, boring shit that you talking about.
The starfish
Like,
activities.
you might need to watch a movie and then see if you want to deal with an American man on what we do.
Mm.
And that was that.
I mean, it depends on how far you want to go, how far you want to take this relationship, how far you want to get to get out there in your marriage or have those kind of experiences with your wife or your husband or whatever. I'm just saying it sounds good because the man wants something like this, but I'm saying how do you deal with it when your wife comes to you and says X, Y, and Z? See, you got to think in terms of that. What would you do if your wife said, "Hey, Black America, I need us to hit X, Y, and Z." And you ain't even died. You've been faithful. You've been all of that. You've been stoic. You've been all of that good stuff, and you ain't did it. And all of a sudden, your wife come to you and say, "I want to have sex with another man, and I want you to watch."
Yeah, you gotta let her go. You don't keep her.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Black
Facts.
America, for real?
You can't you can't be a cook out here, HQ.
HQ,
That's
No,
a that's a
I'm gonna
different
just be honest with you. I'm gonna just be honest with you. The main thing that a woman brings to a man is sex. Okay, let's just put that on the table.
okay.
The kids come because of sex, but the main thing is we're having sex. You are my muse. That's how I get my stress off. It'll be like it'll be like as a biker, me letting somebody sit on my motorcycle. Like
facts.
it's something
But
you
yo,
can't do.
you love me. I love you.
No,
You love me.
It's
HQ.
No, no,
different,
no, no.
HQ.
No, HQ.
I
Okay,
don't love you. You are mine.
Hold
I
HQ.
up.
don't love
Okay,
you
look,
like that.
HQ. If okay, let me give you an example. Right now, if I went to your house
Mhm.
and you love your toothbrush, but would you let me brush my teeth with your toothbrush and then give it back to you? No.
No.
Okay. This is about as close as I can give you as an example. You gonna be like, no, you're gonna get a new
Okay,
toothbrush.
so why
You're
is
gonna
it
get
that
a
it's
new
okay?
toothbrush.
But why is it okay for a man to do it? And then I wouldn't feel some
HQ.
type of wait a minute, hold on. The minute I said I would just cut him off and let him do what he want to do, release him to the wild. Y'all had pushback for that. So why is it why would you think it
We
would be
didn't have
different for a
pushback
woman?
for it. Nobody had
It's
pushback for it, HQ.
it's you
Ty
can't
Pro did.
you can't look, if I smash another chick, her
Mhm.
DNA ain't left inside of me. You know what I'm saying? My baby's come out of you. That is my vagina. That's my coochie. Ain't nobody
Mhm.
else about to be putting meat on
And I
my
get it. I get it.
coochie and your coochie, your mouth, pause.
I
Nobody
get it.
else is you can't it don't it's different. You feel me?
No, it ain't different because I feel the same way.
It
It's just
is.
one of those double standards, HQ. It's just one of those double standards that
Mhm.
From
exist in
day
the
one,
world.
no, from day one, you have heard me. From day one, you have heard me say, I just got to let you go because I know I'm not going to deal with it well. I know I'm not going to deal with it well. So there ain't no point in even doing it. I have said this from day one. I
There
can't
is
do
a point in doing it. Let me once again, HQ. Let's say you don't give head or you give trash head. HQ,
it.
I am going to be always searching for head. There is no ifs, ands, buts about it. If you give garbage head, I am going to go find a woman that is going to do that. And yes, once again, men will risk it. We are going to risk our
Understand?
life for the things that we like and love. We love you, so we would risk our life for you. But if you're not
It's
giving
not
no
a double
head,
standard.
I'm going to
It's
go elsewhere.
but it's not a double standard. It's not a double standard. It's not.
It is though
No,
because it's
no,
not
it's
Yeah,
not a
even
double
because
standard.
even a
It's
lot
some
of
not a double
women.
standard. No, no,
It,
you trying to make it seem like it's a double standard. It's not
it
a double
no,
is
standard.
because a
no
lot of
HQ.
women even say it's
No,
a double
no.
standard.
What's the double standard? What's the
A
double
lot
standard?
of women don't even won't even respect a
No,
man
no.
that's a cook.
Right. And a lot of women won't respect men who cheat too. That's why you get hyenas.
Is
And
is
that's why you
is
have women leaving in the middle of marriages. Yes, I get it. I get it.
you is that's why you have a lot more women that's open to going to the strip club with their man and watching him smack chicks on the ass. You think that a man gonna go to a male strip club with his girl? I've never heard that ever, unless he was.
But that ain't what we talking about. You're saying that there's a double standard. I'm telling you it's not.
That's a double standard as
The
well.
doubles. There's
That
no double standard. When men have a what is it called? Biological imperative to have sex. So do women.
right. That's not.
But it may not
But
be as high as y'all's, but we still have it. When men are
women,
territorial about their woman.
I think women
Then
have a
so are
higher
women.
sex drive. I think women have a higher sex drive than men most of the time. I think that the double standard is
We just
you're
control it.
you're called a cuck if you let your girl go smash another dude. There is not a word for women. You don't call women cucks if
Okay.
he smash another chick. That lies the double
No,
standard.
what you call her is a hoe.
You don't. you don't hear dudes and women bragging. Women can't go and brag about having a threesome with two dudes.
Right,
That's
right.
that's the double standard, HQ.
Yeah, but you said that there's a double standard. There's no double
That's the
standard.
double standard. I just said it.
The double
That's
what double standard? You said the double standard is that that it's a cook and she's being called something else and she's not called a cook, but you are. That's the only double standard. Because I'm
the
saying
norm. It's a normalization for a man and two girls to have a threesome. It is
no,
frowned
that ain't
upon.
normal.
It's a
That ain't
frown.
normal.
It's frowned upon for
That's
a
not
woman to go have sex with two dudes at one time.
that, that's not normal. Because a lot of men,
You're just
most men have not had sex with no two women at the same time. Most men have not.
that's not even my thing like that. Like threesome with two chicks ain't even really that ain't what's going. Oh
Okay,
my god!
okay, that's a
So,
double standard that's a double standard you came up with. I don't see it as a double standard, but you say it's a double standard. I'm
mhm.
telling you, we all have the biological imperative. Women have it because they get pregnant and they procreate and they have the need to do X, Y, and Z.
But
Men have the need to have sex and X, Y, and Z. Same thing, just different results, right? So that's the same. The jealousy or the territorialness that men have over their woman, it's the same with a woman. We
okay,
just
I'll give you this. I give you this. If you line up 100 men and you ask 100 men
mm,
would they have sex with two women or a woman and a man, you're going to hear most of those men say two women.
yeah.
If you line up 100 women and
Mhm.
ask them would they rather have sex with two women or two men, you're going to get a lot of women that say two men, but most of the women would be, especially if it's their dude, their boyfriend or their husband, they're gonna be more inclined to say, "Yeah, I'd just rather have a. I don't want to smash my man with another dude." You know, there's some freaked out chicks out here,
I'm
but
not saying
that's the
that.
double
I'm not
standard.
saying, but
That's
you know
the
what? What I found out is these women really don't want to be doing these threesomes. They just be doing
and
it.
you want to find out nothing
They just want to
because
be.
most
They just want to be
no
doing it
because
because
HQ,
no
HQ.
because
they really don't want to.
Hold on, HQ.
yeah.
Most of
They
us
really
men,
don't want to.
most of us men, if you're an attractive man, you've had women approach you with that concept. I have
I
never
was just about
came
to
with
say
that
that.
concept, but multiple women have approached me with that concept.
Yes,
That's not my
yes.
get down though.
Most men say that it's known that if you want to have a threesome, you don't initiate it and you don't pick the chick. That's all on the woman to do. Like that again, the double standard, HQ.
I'm saying if she wants to do it and she's picking, she's a half lesbian or whatever that case may be, then you got a good opportunity where you're gonna have plenty of things that you're gonna be doing wild and freaky. But if she's a normal everyday woman who wants a regular relationship, she gonna feel some type of way if you want to go out there and cheat.
HQ, you and I are from different time zones. That's all it is.
I'm
And
just
you're
saying,
not
any woman that
no
come in this
no
chat,
no. You're from a different time and you're from a different time zone. You
no,
are not
women,
out here.
no, you all don't change the same. You all have the same rhetoric. You men have the same thought. We do not want nobody touching our woman. I don't care how old that man is. He can be 50, he can be 60, he can be 10, he can be
Yes,
50.
yes,
All
because
right
I
then.
told you men
So
don't
women,
change. Men
so
haven't
women have
changed.
the same. So women are not. Women have not changed either. We still do
Women,
not want to do that.
women
Same.
are very fluid sexually.
Yes,
only
yes.
because only because you initiated it or
No, that's
you
a lie.
initiated it.
That's a
Women
lie,
don't
No,
HQ.
you
just
don't
go
have to
out.
initiate it. HQ,
Women,
Women
why are all
just
these
go out.
lesbians getting pregnant?
I'm
Explain this
saying
to me then. Why are all these lesbians getting pregnant? They supposed
biological
to be fish
imperative,
eaters.
biological imperative, just like you
H,
have biological
Exactly.
sex.
HQ, when you go to the
Want to be
club,
pregnant?
when you go to the if you go to the club, you in Georgia, if you go to the club right now in Atlanta, the
Mm-hmm.
women are going to be dancing on each other and smacking each other booties.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I don't know about Atlanta. Maybe the dudes are doing that to each other too. But when you go to the club, you don't see dudes dancing on each other.
Yeah, but most women don't. Most women don't have sex with other women just because she want to have sex with another woman, and
You
she's
are lying.
not gay.
No, because they not even. They don't even look at it as being gay,
Oh
or
hell
they
yeah!
look at it more as being playful. I'm trying to tell you,
Oh
as a
hell
35-year-old Black America, he know because he out here.
How
Yeah,
you
I'm
know?
sure
How
yeah,
you know
you
you find it? How you
you
know they
get from
find
a
it?
different time zone, HQ.
How
HQ
you know
because
they
Different
find it?
time.
I go outside. I go outside. I talk to
And you
women.
go outside and and the women say, "Ooh, I love to be. I love to go down on another woman. I ain't gay, but I love to go down
They
on another
they
woman."
they get drunk at these girls' nights, at these pajama parties. You don't see this on social
No,
media.
you don't get
You
that
think
done.
they just getting drunk together and sleeping together in the same crib, going and getting
I don't think.
Airbnbs, and they just
I think that's a small percentage. Just like I think it's
that's
a
a
small percentage of X, Y, and Z.
that's a major percentage of what's on the date market today in 2025.
I don't think so. I think
I
they doing that shit for clout. I think
pop
they doing that
outside.
shit for clout. I don't think they doing that shit for
HQ,
real.
you
Cause
go
you don't
outside.
just like
Hey,
ain't
what do
no
you
just
mean? What do you
hold on. Just like you
know,
men
HQ?
sucking dick for
Nobody
no
knows
you
who
ain't
these women are.
no
They just
fun. Hold
freaks.
on. You just like you men ain't sucking dick for clout. Women ain't out here eating pussy for clout. They
HQ,
doing they ain't eating pussy just to be
so
doing.
so they can smack each other on the ass. They can
Hell
dance with each
yeah, I
other.
got some titties. I smack somebody on the head. I do all that. But I ain't eating no pussy and I ain't letting you eat mine.
Okay, but
That's
you are a 50-year-old woman,
generation done changed.
respectfully.
Keeping
Yes,
it 100 with
respectfully.
you.
You
No,
are
it don't matter
50,
whether
yet
even when I
yet
was 30, even when I was
HQ.
25,
And that
even
was
when
in
I was
like the
15.
1970s. Listen to the men
Did
that
you
are
just hear
out
what I
here.
said? Did you
Listen
just hear
to
what I
the
said? As
men
a
who
woman.
are actually interacting with these women.
Did you hear what I said?
Please, can you please listen to the men who are
Did you hear
dealing with
what I
these
said?
women?
Are you in the bedroom with all these women? No, you're not. I'm
We
on
having
camera.
conversations.
I'm on
Been in the
camera and I
bedroom with the
know
women, HQ.
I'm on camera and I know you men like to see titties and ass, and you like to see me lick her nipple. You like to see me touch her pussy. Of course, I'm gonna do all that on camera, but I ain't gonna
No,
do
they
it behind
not
the
doing it
scenes.
for us. They doing it for them.
Really?
They doing it for them. They are drunk in the
Now,
club,
if you tell
shaking.
me every time you have sex with a woman, it's you and another woman, and you just having threesomes all over the place, then I'll believe you. But if you
But
don't, I don't believe
okay, so I give you an example again. If you go to
you.
the
No,
club, women are dancing on each other. They don't even want to dance on a dude.
I know.
They
Cause we
take you
cause
home
we
and
feel
fuck you at
safer.
the.
Feel safer with women. So we gonna dance.
No, no, no. Because when I was younger, it was free. It was pretty during the Pretty Ricky era. They wanted to feel the meat when they was in the club.
I didn't say nothing about feeling the meat. I said we feel safe
The
with them.
is not about no. You just making up stuff that.
No,
All right,
you trying to
I
tell
give
me
it.
how you trying to tell me how
It's a
women.
different
Wait a minute, hold
generation,
on, hold on.
HQ.
Y'all can't tell me how other women feel if I'm not gay. If I'm not
You know
gay,
what?
it's
You
like
know what? You know what I would like you to do?
y'all not gonna do none of
I would
that.
like you to ask your sons, HQ. I would like you to
Yeah,
ask your sons, HQ, because they're in their mid 30s.
Capping.
They're your sons or my son's age.
Y'all
I
see
would
shit
like
on
I
the
would
internet.
like you to
Y'all
ask your
say shit
sons
on the
how
internet.
gay
And
these women are. No,
y'all see
you
shit
could.
on
HQ, I would like you
and
to
y'all think
ask
that
your
shit
sons
is
how freaky these girls are,
they
how
can be
they are
as
HQ,
sleeping with each other.
want. But Black America, we can be as freaky as we want. That don't mean we go down on other women. We can be as freaky.
No,
If you
that's
tell
what
me you
that
gonna pay me
that's
$1,000, I'm gonna get on camera and show you
no,
my titties too. I'm gonna get on
none of
camera and
that
show
is
you
no.
my
What
happening.
titties
I'm
too.
HQ,
no HQ. What I'm saying, give me a second. Give me a second.
Y'all need to
Your
You
stop.
sons
saying
Y'all,
are in their mid.
all these women are doing this wild shit. You ain't out there doing that wild shit with them women every day. Just because these women saying they
Yeah,
doing it,
but we got to go to work. We can't
doing
do
the
it
shit.
every day. We got to go
Just
to
H,
work. We can't do it every day.
just
That's all
because
I want you to say. You got me and
women
Ty Pro say that women are doing this. Hold on. You got me and Ty Pro say that women are doing this. What I
yeah,
want you to do is
and I
call
don't
or
believe
text.
y'all. I believe they giving y'all a show and y'all loving it.
Okay, so
no.
call or text one of your sons. You got two of them that are in their mid 30s and ask them, are girls doing this, that, and the third? Are girls, has any woman ever approached you with a threesome? Are girls having sex with each other?
Hmm.
And maybe you'll trust them more than you trust us because evidently you think we're just lying and degenerates, right? Ask one of your
Oh,
degenerate ass
I just,
sons.
I'm not saying that, I'm not saying that it's not happening. I'm saying it's a small niche of people that may be doing it. I'm saying when you see it online, that it's just something to get paid
And
for.
and that's why I'm telling you to ask one of your sons. That's why I'm telling you to ask
So
one of your
so
boys.
HQ, that online thing you're talking about.
I
So
think it's online.
when all races of girls used to talk about their college experience, was that at the time where everything was on the internet, or was that off the internet?
When they used to talk about what college experience, I didn't have no college experience like that. So
When they had their girl on girl experience at parties and they get drunk.
girl on girl experience. Mm, I don't know. I don't know about any of that. I don't know.
That was I seen it. It might be the movies, but people talk about the actual
No, no,
experience.
no, no. See,
Hold on, in the
you
eighties.
can say
Wait,
what
I'm going
happened on
from
the
the
news.
eighties. This has been on since the eighties, the
You can say
nineties,
it
and the two
happened on the
thousands.
news.
No, I said the experiences when women talk about their accounts with a girl on girl experience before there was the internet. They talked about it during summer camp events
Mhm.
and when people used to go by the lake and they would get drunk and they would have situations where they had these girl on girl experiences and they used
Yeah.
to talk about it. So I'm saying that was before the internet, and then it's still been a thing when they tell girls to try new things, you only live once. So you saying that now in this day.
I'm not saying that they're not doing it. I'm not saying that they're not doing. I'm saying it's not a big portion of our society. Just like it's not a big portion that do poly.
You
Like there's not a
you
big
don't
It's
you
not a
don't
big
think so,
thing.
HQ.
It's not a big
You
thing.
don't think
They're
so.
only
But
saying
we're
where.
we're from a different generation, HQ.
So HQ, look,
That's what they're doing in this generation now.
okay, no, watch. If it's not a big thing, you know it's being done.
it's not a big
We are just stating a concentrated point where it's going to occur and it's occurring. That's all that they're saying. Do you
no.
I'm
get it?
saying
You
that
all making
it's
it
a
sound
big
like
part.
all that whole group does that. It's
Okay,
not
HQ.
that.
I'm telling you that it is a very prevalent, common thing. If you are a young man out here dating, that you're going to come across women that are sleeping with each other. It's such
You're
a
gonna
big
come
thing that
across
we
some.
laugh about. We joke about it. It's a very common. If I go talk to 10 women right now, at least 8 of them women are down with that
No.
and do that, and they don't even consider themselves gay.
Mm.
So if you ask them if they gay, I'm like, no.
I'm saying, I'm saying, go to a black panel and ask the black women, and I guarantee you that ain't happening over there.
HQ, I ain't about to ask no panel of nobody nothing, especially
Yes,
no black.
because if you can see, if
Wait a minute, you mean the
this is the
white girls
problem.
are doing
If you
this?
can see their face, if you can see their face, they're not going to
They
admit to
not gonna say it.
HQ. Yes, but
So, so y'all
if
ask
it's an
Tyranny
anonymous
has
thing,
done
if it
this. So Tyranny has done this. Who else?
And
no,
they,
she's too unattractive.
No, no.
She
Tyranny has
may
done
have
this.
though.
Uh,
yeah,
Rose has
tyranny
done.
definitely.
Rose
Ty,
has done this.
tyranny is a
No, no, no,
tyranny is a
no,
scoop
no.
ball.
Y'all made it seem like you made it seem like it was like
Any
rampant.
chick with a
So,
low haircut
so
is getting freaky for
tyranny.
sure.
So we gotta
Yeah,
put tyranny in that group.
yeah. I put tyranny in
We
that
gotta put
group.
Miss Rose in that group.
You can. I'm
We
sure
gotta
you
put
can
Ebony
ask
in that
her.
group. We gotta put all of them in that group. It's 5 of us. Me, Ebony, Miss Rose, Tierney, and what's her name? The other lady that used to be on the show. I forgot her name. Uh,
Uh, uh, the crazy light skinned chick. I know what you're
Jay
talking
Walker
about.
or natural KRC.
natural care. We can put natural KRC in there. We could put
Yeah. So
okay.
no
Natural
matter
KRC is
All them
definitely going.
women. Out of all
Natural
them women,
KRC is definitely going. She's definitely doing it.
So out of all them women,
Now,
you're saying that at least 4 out of 6 women is doing some freaky shit with other women.
I would say out of all of y'all, and I'm not gonna put a name on nobody bullet except for Tyranny for sure. I'll bet some bread on Tyranny. And yeah, I give you 3 or 4. Out of all of y'all, 3 or 4
You say 3 or 4 of them
has
women.
had a
No, no,
girl
no,
on
no, no,
girl
no, 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 no,
Y'all
experience.
no,
just
no,
pulled a
Yes.
no.
whole different
We're
group of
not
ages.
talking about. We're not talking about girl. We're not talking about what in college I experimented. Then I never did it again. We ain't talking.
Okay.
You making it seem like these women do this all the time, all the time.
You putting words in her
6
mouth,
women,
excuse me. All
and I
right.
give you 6 women.
None of it. You have a problem with this all word, HQ. Nobody is saying all the
I
time.
didn't say
What we're
all.
saying
I
is
didn't say
they do
all.
it.
I
You
didn't say
did. You said
all.
all the time. You
No,
said
you
all the
all
time.
the time, not all women, all the time. Y'all make it seem like that's a common thing. Y'all make
It's
it
a
seem
common
as though
thing.
y'all make it
And
seem like it's 6
see,
women and at least 3 of them is doing it all the
when
time. I
when we
gave you
talk,
6 women.
when
I
we talk,
gave you
It's
6 women.
guys, when we talk, she filtered a certain way, so that's why we having this pushback. So you see, when she says what she says, she got
Mhm.
like the way of like just filtering how we saying it, and then construed it that way. We may not say it that way, but it's implied when we say it how we say
When
it.
you say what you say, because you making it sound like out of the 6 women, I just named 6 women.
Where's Aaron when we need him?
The way
Jesus
you
Christ.
talk, the way you talk, 6 women out of them 6 women, the way y'all talk, at
That was
least 3
Ty.
of them is doing something all the
That was
time.
Ty.
I'm
I'm
saying to
speaking for
you,
this timeline.
We didn't say all the time, HQ. Nobody said all the time. But what we're saying is they will do it.
and it's a common phenomenon. I'm telling you, if you go out to the club,
no, no,
you're
no, no.
gonna see it with your own eyes.
I'm gonna take a survey. I'm gonna
Yes.
survey
Yep.
out, and I'm gonna
Yep.
ask. Have you ever, as a female, have you ever been with a female? We're gonna take a tally. We're gonna do a tally just like that and figure it out. Because
Let's
I
do
don't
it.
think it's that many. I think it's a small percentage of women that do that.
Okay.
May have had an experience, may have thought about it, then decided, okay, I'm not gay, and then that was it. In college, maybe they were
Let
doing
me
that. Maybe,
ask you this. Let me ask you this, HQ. I'm gonna
yeah,
ask you this, and
yeah.
I'm gonna give you context that reflects the dating market that I'm in. Because this is why I have my perspective.
Wait a minute, you have threesomes all the time, Ty?
You said what?
I'm saying you have threesomes all the
I hear
time.
you.
You're having threesomes all the
I did
time.
not
That's
say who said that. I
Don't
didn't
I'm
don't
say that, and
incriminate
I
yourself,
said
boy.
asking
Don't
you.
that's
incriminate
not.
yourself, boy.
Asking
Look,
you.
let me. This is what I was about to say. HQ. You got 10 women. We're
Mm-hmm,
gonna say from 21 to
mm-hmm,
31.
mm-hmm,
I even say 21 to 35. 10
mm-hmm,
women, all age between
mm-hmm,
21 and 35.
mm-hmm.
Out of all of
No,
those women,
you gotta take it to 38, 39. You gotta take it to
okay,
38,
that's
39.
we just
Because that
yeah,
yeah.
that's 38, 30, 40. Fuck it, 20 to 40. How many out of those 10 women do you think
Mm-hmm.
are having some type of girl on girl action with each other, with the homegirls on whatever threesomes, whatever they doing? How
Mm-hmm.
many out of 10 women do you think? And I'll tell you how many I see. Go ahead.
Mm. I'd say out of 10 women, I maybe 2.
I knew you was gonna say that. I should have wrote it in the comments what you was gonna say. I knew you was gonna say 2. And I'm gonna let you know on a small side, it's
Mm-hmm.
5 on a small. On the small side is 5, but it's really more
I
like
know I don't
6 or
believe you.
7.
I know I don't believe you. You're saying 50% of the
And,
women out here
and and
are
you
having
should
sex with
go to
other
Vegas. You should get your camera, go to Vegas, and
women.
vlog hanging out with Black Americans.
And I gave you 6 women, and you can't tell me 3 of them are doing what you telling me they doing. So I
I
can't
told you
believe.
that out of those 6 that you named, I know for sure at least 3, probably
Okay, Ty.
4. So
Mm,
yeah, and that
I'm a I'm gonna be on the fence with her in this situation because when we look at majority of America, you
Mm-hmm.
talking about major cities. People aren't doing this in like towns or countries like that. Those further like outskirts, people not women not
I
really doing
I
that.
don't, bro. I'm
I'm
a
giving
truck
you 2
driver.
out. I'm
Hold
giving you
on,
2
hold
out of
on.
10. I'm giving you 2
Yeah,
out of
you
10.
wrong.
No more.
I respect it, but you wrong. Oh, almost. I'm a truck driver, bro. I be in butt fuck cities all the time. They still freaks. They probably even more freakier. They probably get nastier, bro, because that's
And
In
that's why I'm
associated
saying.
with that.
And that's why I'm
You know
saying.
what I'm saying? They even nastier in these middle of the road, middle of the country towns, bro.
But
Like
that's what I'm
it.
saying to you. I'm saying you're the candidate. You should be able to explain that you've had sex with 2 women at a time.
I
So
don't gotta explain my sex life
no, you ain't
to.
explaining. You ain't explaining. I'm just saying. You said you had the experience. You know for a fact. You standing on
I
it with 10 toes. I'm asking you, have you experienced this phenomena that you're talking about? Because if you
out of
ain't
women
experienced
that
the
I talk
phenomena,
to,
if you
out of
ain't
women
experienced the
that I talk to,
phenomena,
yes,
I can't believe
yes.
it.
Out of the women that I talk to, women that I get numbers and texts and kick it with, have sex with, even
Mm-hmm,
if we're not having a threesome, we
mm-hmm,
might have a conversation. I'm smoking a cigar, we
mm-hmm,
drinking, and like,
mm-hmm,
yeah, I went on a girl's trip and we had a big orgy with each other.
mm-hmm.
It's common. It's been common conversations with the
Okay,
women I talk
But
to. Basically,
okay.
I just want you to ask one of your sons next year. I really just want you
yeah.
to
No,
ask him. And I
okay.
know it's an
Ty
awkward
Pro.
conversation.
So
Send that nigga
Ty
my
Pro.
number. I'll
Hold on.
ask him.
So Ty Pro ain't had that experience. So I can't validate what you're saying because you ain't had no experience for that. Black America, have you had the experience of a threesome?
With 2 women?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. There you go. Osmos.
No,
no,
Osmos
not at the
is
same,
a young,
not at
he's
the
a
same
young
time. No,
Christian. He's a
I have
young
one after
Christian with
another.
morals and
No, no, no,
I don't
spiritual
know.
and all of that shit.
no, no,
He
no,
I
not
don't know.
doing none of that.
no, no, no,
I
no.
don't know about
So
that, but
33%,
I'll say one after
33%.
another, but not at the same time.
All right, 33%. We only got validation out of 33%.
HQ, I
Oh,
never said I didn't have a threesome. What are you talking
no,
about?
no, 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 no. You would have gladly admitted that if you did.
I don't
3%,
have to. I trust
33%.
me. You gonna
That's
get
all you had. It was only
demonetized.
one word, Type
You
Pro.
gonna get demonetized if I get to. I told you that it's bigger
Type
than
Pro.
just me having. I
That's all you
said it's more than just me having a threesome here and there. I'm talking about just women that I'm talking to,
I know.
admitting to them having. Okay, all right, you
But
got it.
I'm
You got it.
saying, I'm saying, I'm going by the tally that I just took. 33%
Okay.
of you said it. So I'm saying 2 out of 100. Black America is saying 3 out of 100. So I'll even go so far as to say 3 out of 10 women may be experiencing what you're saying, but I ain't going no higher than the three women. 3 out of
Cantankerous.
you look you
Okay.
talking up like
Okay. So
you can
okay. So
and then that,
look at it this way, HQ. Look at it this way. Now
yes.
I'm a truck driver like Ty Pro, right?
Mm-hmm,
And I at one time I did go all over the country,
mm-hmm.
and now I am a biker who goes to every bike event all over the country.
Right.
What if I go to every different city, right?
Mm-hmm. Right.
What if I go to every different city and
Yeah, but
get
see, we
in
have
the
to take
same
into account.
scenario with different women?
But we
And
have to
once
take
again, you
into
seen
account
me. I'm
this.
not the most handsome guy. Go ahead.
Yeah, but we got to take into account this one thing. You're not. You're pulling. You're doing a certain. You the way you say you approach women. You ain't looking for no relationship. You ain't looking for this, that, and the third. So you're already looking for a certain dynamic that's willing to do those certain things. No,
I'm not. No, no, no. I'm. Let me correct you. I have enough on my plate. I'm not looking for a woman to do anything. Most times, I don't even want to be involved. To
right,
be honest with you,
right.
that I don't call women; they call me. So we just leave it like that, okay?
So I'm saying, since you're not looking for any involvement, you're not worried about your level your level of discernment for women is not. You're not going to seek a virgin. You're not seeking out a virgin. You're not seeking out that type of female. You're seeking out a specific
What are
female.
you talking about? Where are you going with this?
What I'm saying is, you're not seeking out a virgin. You're seeking out a person that's willing to sleep with other women. You're willing to do some wild, freaky shit because you only want one.
No, I am not.
What are you looking for?
No, I am not. I promise you. If I go to a bike club, let's say in Omaha, if I go to a bike club in Omaha, and especially me being a West Coast LA Vegas nigga, you know the first thing the women in the bar start doing? What you drink? And they go buy a whole nother bottle of it and they sit it on the shelf just for me to
Right.
try and get me drunk. And then they be like, oh, you can't ride your bike. We're taking you home. This is
Right.
this is the shit that happens, is what I'm saying. Then I
Mhm.
go down to Tulsa, Oklahoma, or if I go over to what was that? Where's Black Bike Week? These fucking women, they fucking use you like that, HQ. It's not me. I don't seek out these women. That's
Oh,
not
I'm
what
not.
happens.
No, but I'm saying, I'm
You
you
trying to say black only
you admit.
fucking with 304? And that's I don't think that's accurate.
No, no, I'm not saying he's fucking with 304. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is his standards for women are not the same standards that he would have for a wife. That's all I'm saying.
Oh yeah,
Hey,
100%. 100%. I mean, that should be any
You
man's
looking for
standard.
somebody to
It,
let you put a dick in the mouth, right?
No,
You
no. I once again, I am not looking or seeking anyone at that. See, that's where you keep.
not you're
We gotta
looking.
stop you.
Saying not,
Not,
I'm not
that,
saying you're looking. I'm saying the female that you are engaging with cannot be worried about putting your dick in her mouth. That's a standard operating procedure, right or wrong.
the women are looking for that. Yes. So if you're coming at it from that angle, but I don't go out to have sex with women, HQ. That's not why I go out.
No, yeah.
I got women for that. I'm not
When you,
going out with that in mind. No.
yes, you're looking for something quick and
hey,
quick.
HQ, I want to
You keep
gauge.
saying your. I keep telling
No,
you
not
no.
you. I'm
Not
saying when
me.
it
The
happens, it
women.
happens. I'm not saying you're
When
going to.
it
I'm saying
happens, it's the women.
yes. Okay.
HQ, let me ask you something.
Yeah.
Out of 10 women,
hmm
20 to 40, age is 20 to 40,
hmm
how many of those 10 women do you think are giving up Gaga? Good or bad?
Well, I mean, there's a stigma attached to Gaga. So,
See, there you are. Okay,
mm,
let me let you finish.
mm. So out of 40 women,
No, out of 10 women, ages
oh,
20 to 40.
out of 10 women, maybe eight.
Okay, that's higher than I would have thought you was gonna say.
Oh
But there
no,
is,
Gaga is that's standard for these people.
yeah, it's really like 9.5, and there's really no stigma around it. But
And
uh, uh,
normally she does. You shouldn't be doing it unless you're in a relationship. But then that's just me.
yeah, that's just you. And I just was trying to see where your biases of
Yeah, no,
where
I
how
believe they really
because
do it.
you gotta understand when you talking to men that are in the dating market
Right,
about women that's in the dating market
right,
that
right.
you are at a bias because you're not really in even if you're dating men that's older than you. You already said that. So you're
Mhm.
not me, Black American, almost and Zeus, we're all dealing with women in the same stratosphere, basically, all around the same ages. And I can, you know what I'm saying? I'm sure
I
black
believe you.
popping chicks my age. I'm
Mhm,
popping chicks that's black's age. We
mhm.
all we can all go out together and pull the same groups of women. You know
Hey,
what I'm
Yeah,
so
saying?
hold
I
on.
believe that
So I
everything
So
you
want to
said.
we
say
we
what's
have a
crazy is that
more
hold on, Ty, finish. Look, but I will say it's easier to get got from the girls 19 to 25 than the older women. They want you to do a little bit more, go down on them. But the ones younger, nah, they just go ahead. They doing that. They running that.
You hear
Mm,
that, HQ,
yeah.
from the young guy? You hear
right.
that from a young guy
That's
that
I
don't know
agree with
enough
that.
about nothing,
Yeah.
and
I
he
agree
out
with
here
that.
getting freaky with these young tenderonis? That's what I'm telling
They
you. If
they
if
go
if
they
he
go.
goes, oh, I was
My
going to
bad, my
let
bad.
before anybody say, let me ask you this:
Yeah.
have you ever took a young woman or lady out on a date and she has gave you the old good old touching on you, with the cock at the end of the day? Has that happened to you yet, sir?
Yeah, I didn't even have to go on a date. I had to borrow
Thank
her to watch
you. Yeah,
a movie.
there goes another one, HQ. No, it's because HQ was saying that women don't do that on the first date. They don't do that on the first time meeting you.
No, that's
And
not
he's
what I
trying.
said.
H-
I said you shouldn't
HQ
do that on the first date. You shouldn't
HQ
do it on the first date. Right.
chicks come over my house just to get me head and go.
That's
I
wild.
can I couldn't count. I
It's
can't even
wild, I know.
That's wild.
I can't even remember everyone from just from the 2020s. I can't tell you. I lost count on how many drunk they leaving the club. Oh, I just want to come put it in my mouth. Pause. You know what I'm
That's
saying? Like it's like a good handshake.
how do you even want to
Hey,
marry
that's
any
the
of these
best.
women?
Hey, that's the best when they leave in the club. They be
Drunk
calling you before they go home
man.
today, man. They be like, "Hey, let me come by and get some of that thing."
Y'all
Oh,
wild.
okay.
No, this girl,
And
this
that's
guy,
what I'm telling you, HQ. We
this
don't
girl
have
put
to look for these women. These women
They
seek
gonna
us
come.
out.
They gonna
That's
come. They
They
see
seek us
you.
out.
They like you. They as soon as they see you, if they like how you look, that's step one. If they like how you talk, that's step three, two. And if
mm,
they like how you make them feel like you got a sexual presence to you, that's
right.
it. You done. You on top of their text thread every time they want something from you. It
That's
is up to the man to be able to say how he want to deal with that. Some dudes would be like, "Oh, I'm a marry her," or some dudes gonna play her to the
And,
side to the point where all she doing
and
is
exactly.
calling
We're
to
that's
get
not
that
turning it
thing
down,
hit.
HQ. We not turning
Yeah,
it down. I'm sorry. We're not turning it down. No man is going to turn that down.
that's
and,
too
and
wild.
I think that you don't have an accurate um, eyesight or vision on the current date market. And if you, the more you start listening to Kevin Samuels, and then you really need to start listening to these new age chicks
That's
talk
wild.
because they got their own sector of TikTok where they
Hmm.
talking about their experiences and stuff. If you really listen, you will have a different perspective on what's really. I tell you all the time, it's hookup culture
You be
out here.
calling them all whores. You be like, you guys
Yeah,
are whores.
yeah.
That's
Why are you guys
You would
all
be
whores?
yeah, you
you would
would.
be on that for
wow.
sure. You would
Yo,
be
wow.
like these all
Yo, they
these
be
bitches is nasty.
they
That's
be up
crazy.
at night catching Ubers late night just cuz, just going to one place to another place for the sake of it.
That's
Maybe with a friend with them to keep them company, and the friend
mm,
might just wait down. It's just
that's
And AQ, you always talk about how men cheat.
mm,
These women be cheating for the dudes they really like.
mm.
These women be getting caught up. These women be making messes. And you will understand the manosphere a lot better if you really
See, I don't know
knew.
how to get on that. I don't know how to get on that TikTok stuff. I mean, I don't know how to search it. I don't know how to, or the Instagram thing. I don't know how to search and do all of that. I know you can
I'm
put
a
stuff in the
so
search bar, but
this what you should watch the reaction channels on YouTube that react to a lot of TikTok videos. Like
yeah, I
J.R.
will.
Wisdom,
Oh
that
shit.
boy Will, you know what I'm
Uh,
saying? Like it's a lot of reaction channels that just react to, I'm trying to get my shit started. I got a whole folder in my phone from Instagram and TikTok. The folder is called Hotels. And it's just a bunch
yeah,
of
but
women.
how do you find those kind of stories to
My
react to?
my my
It's weird.
Instagram is filled. My algorithm is set on 304 on Instagram. That's all
Oh,
I
three
see.
or fours? Oh, it's
They
304.
gon' and they pose. They gonna get on there and they gonna tell you they whole stories. And there's a
That's
lot of them. And then you read the comments and you're gonna see the other women chiming in and agreeing with it. Like
mm,
you about to, you about to pop the red pill, HQ. You gonna see the world
It's
for what
sickening.
it
I
is.
just
It's
don't know how to
sickening.
get to that. I just don't know how to get to that website.
No.
Yep.
no.
This is the funny thing about it. You already have started just by reviewing the Kevin
Yep.
Samuels, and you're starting to see what he's saying, and you're like, well, I really don't have a pushback. But before, You was
Mm-hmm.
like, oh, this stuff. Kevin Samuel Lee must have been horrible and this, that, and the other. But now every video you watch, you're like, I really can't say too much bad about it. And that's what we're telling you. And then if you go see what those young ladies are saying about what they are
Ooh.
actually doing,
Mm-hmm.
about and let me say it like this, about what the fuck they are actually doing, you are
Mm-hmm.
going to be disgusted with the female race of us. You
That's right.
are.
Yeah, so but here's one take caution though. So I would recommend what you do is make two accounts if you're using TikTok because what happens is you're gonna get a systematic algorithm created for you of seeing that. So
Mm-hmm.
it will just start to have a bias to keep pushing that to you to watch. Now if
Okay.
you wanna on the flip side wanna get your red pill stuff or you'll get algorithm of that too. It always do that based off of what you tend to watch and keep scrolling on. So
Is it
if you want
is it the same with the Instagram thing?
yeah. If you want like a neutral view, you get some of that. Cause I was on the, I say I went on the dark side one time. You just ran, it may come on your feed. When I was watching them rainbow people, I'd be
Right.
like, oh snap, this is how where the rainbow people be at. Like I scrolled and then like my thing was showing like the crazy stuff they be saying, and then you have some people that react to this nonsense they be saying and how they view the world, and they get upset and offended by everything. They snowflakes. I was
Mm-hmm.
like, so if you watch enough of this, it'll start trying to keep showing it to you. YouTube does it too, in a slick way.
Yeah.
If you catch YouTube will do it too.
So I got to figure out the 304. I got to figure out the 304 story time or whatever, because I
Yep,
know they got
Yeah.
some wild stories. I
it's
know they.
trigger. It's basically trigger names and hashtags you
I just
use.
keep getting a bunch of white content. I keep getting a bunch of white folks talking
See,
about the news.
you are raging liberal looking at raging liberal content. I understand, HQ.
Yeah,
I
you
mean, that's
is.
all I keep getting is white content. I sometimes I get some black content. I try to click on that, try to figure out how do I get to the black content, and I can't get to the black content. So I don't know. I had to figure it out. I had to figure it out. Give me your final thoughts,
I,
because I gotta
white,
go eat before I
white,
do something.
white people don't even come up in my algorithm.
Mine easy.
That's
Yeah,
all I
mine
get. Give me
easy.
your final thoughts, y'all. Final
Uh,
thoughts.
My final thoughts is just travel to another country with your woman and just false women over there. That way, when you come back, you got it out your system.
Yo, wow. You wow. Ty Pro.
yeah, just there's nothing wrong with being freaky, and
Mm,
you got to just have that communication, and
right.
and men are going to seek out their most freakiest women. So
Yeah.
as a woman, you should want to be your man's freakiest option. I think that's a safe bet to be able to lock your man down. It's an old saying: don't never let your man leave the house without a full stomach and empty balls. That
Mm.
shit is real. Yeah.
I heard this religious lady talking like that the other day. Her name is damn, I forgot what her name was.
Oh, we
Feel the
don't.
message, or something about feeling the message, or listen to the message, or be the messenger, or don't forget the
Take heed
message.
to the message.
Yeah,
Her
there
name
you
is
go.
Take Heed to the Message.
Yeah, that's who I heard. I was like, what? Ain't she a religious person? Anyway,
Religious people freaks too. You never heard about the pastor daughter?
uh, yeah, Black
I've
America.
had that. I've
Man,
had that. That was a while ago, but yeah, that was crazy.
yeah, yeah. We did,
Uh, yeah, I've heard of that. Black America. Y'all wild.
I'm just going to expand on what Ty Pro was saying. Just
Mhm.
that last little part. The Bible is full of freaky stuff, freaky women. In
Right.
the Bible, it
mm-hmm.
says the the marriage bed is undefiled. That comes from the Bible, right? And that means anything you do with you and your husband or spouse is
Hmm.
is okay in the sight of God, right?
Right.
So I said it a couple of weeks back, woman. If you're not giving head, good head, your husband is getting it from somewhere else. It's plain and simple. We're not
Mm-hmm.
putting up with this. Okay, so you need to do it before somebody else do it. Remember, all you women say, if you don't do it, another bitch will type shit.
Right.
Another nigga
Right.
will.
right?
Well, me and do that. We just don't broadcast the shit because once again, we don't want to lose you because we love you, and that's it. So just be nice to your man, put on a flick, learn some different shit, and say and have it planned when he comes home. So he because the first thing a nigga gonna say is, "Bitch, where you learn that from? What the fuck are you
Yep.
doing?" Like, so you so just to take all of that stuff, if you want to do
Mm-hmm.
sexual explorative stuff,
Mm-hmm.
you need to involve your partner with it. If your partner isn't down with it, then you need to figure out if that is the partner that you're keeping. Because
Mm.
it might be time for you to move on. Nothing lasts forever.
I know that's right.
Nothing lasts forever.
I know
All
that's
right,
right.
bye, y'all.
Thank you.
Peace
Thank
out,
you.
Black. Peace,
Thank
peace,
you, Black. Thank you, Black. Ty. Thank you, Ty. Thank you all.
peace.
Thank y'all. Peace. They be wild. We go off on all kinds of tangents. We go off here and there and everywhere. We go everywhere. We hit the letters, and once we hit the letters, we hit something else. We always hit something else. But we have to remember the most important thing is to talk to your partner about sexual things, about regular things. But sexually, you really got to talk to your partner because that's somebody you want to be with long term. And you have to be compatible in some way. Sexually, kinks, non whatever. You got to be compatible in some way, shape, or form. Otherwise, your partner is going to seek other people, seek other sexual experiences, right? And if they seek other sexual experiences, then your marriage or your relationship is in trouble, okay? In trouble. And I appreciate y'all being here, but I gotta go eat me something. Then I gotta do the Amish lady who drowned her kid. I gotta do that. That's what a criminal I don't want to say, but it's a criminal show. Do the criminal show over on the Wives Murder Club, on the Wives Murder Show. I'll talk to y'all later. I'll be online. You just gotta find me at the Wives and Murder Show. That's all.